What up, man? Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcast 11, they love it, but don't judge it. Off the block, giving it back.
Good evening, and grand rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters. What's happening, y'all? Hey, first and foremost, man, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Secondly, big ups to the best moderators in the game. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, y'all. Hey, Lil Boy, Jay Bucks, Master Teacher Fox Dot, TLS, President McKenzie, aka P-Mac, y'all. Club Can't Get In, Coach Ricky, Gare Bear, Big Frank, Diablo, Shawnee Corlord, Marco, Dave, man, my Uncle P, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bring it up to real for show, man. And we can't forget about them queens. We can't forget about them queens. We got the First Lady, Miss GT Gaming Palace. We got Miss Star Wars Marcus LLC, aka Miss Kimber, y'all. We got Big Dog. We got the Queen, Miss Vonta Black. We got the beautiful Miss Asha Brooks. And last but not least, we got the Queen Goddess, Miss Cece Craven. Carefully, y'all. Hey, and if you're ever in Chicago, man, don't forget to patronize those 5 melanated businesses, man. We're in Chicago, Pizza Day, Soul Food and Bakery, Cafe where grown folks play, Urban Love Cafe, and the House of Health and Wellness, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, check it out, man. I like to get myself together, man, and collect my thoughts and notes and let y'all hear the beautiful theme song without my gorgeous voice all over the track. So, you know what I'm talking about, man? When it dropped, without any further ado, we gonna let it re-rock. You feel me?
Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcast 11, they love it, but don't judge it. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcast 11, they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a dipping exotic, let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, roll ride views, we supersonic. Big Angus Conga, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers. Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers. Off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers. Broadcasting live. Giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Spirit Gangers Khan, aka Khan the Don, BKA, Mr. B. GK. Welcome everybody, man. Welcome everybody that's new to the stream, man. If you're new to the stream, hey man, come on in. Listen, do your boy a favor, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the content, man. If we got any new individuals that's in the building tonight, man, sub up to the channel, man. Come over here and have some fun with the family, man. Hey, Mr. KC Coon, you funny, my boy. Hey, man, keep them comments coming, man. Get them people up in the building, man. Let's start the show, man. First and foremost, man, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. That's people we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. People we're cordial with, our families, our extended families, more especially our bearded conversation, our bearded studios. Hey, our bearded lounge at the dark, and our bearded tabernacle family, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. And don't forget to master those 5 key components of life, man. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One last time, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And we're gonna sprinkle a little E40 on top of that thing and throw a little support, man, because a little support go a long, long, long way, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. We in the building tonight, man. It's Thumping Thursday. Who and what we thumping on tonight, man. Before I get into it, man, big shout out to my co-host, L Boogie Roscoe, PC Boy, honorary co-CEO, Monkey Man, and can't forget about my co-hosts with the most is my little one, AJ. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. So I'm trying something new today, y'all. I told y'all I was gonna try this little vertical stream, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this vertical stream, see where we can get. I had a few people in the building in a minute, you know what I'm saying? They fell off, but hopefully we can get some people in the building, man. And let's see if we can get some new subscribers to the channel, man. Then we can get some people come on over here and join the family and rock out with us. You know what I'm talking about? Hey man, listen, man. If you're in the building right now, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hey, and share the content, man. If you're new to the channel, man, listen. If y'all new to the stream, man, put some comments in the stream. I want to see who you is and what you is and what you're talking about and where you're from. Let us know where you're from and let us know who you is, man. Don't just be pickaboos, you feel me? Let us know what's going on with you. Let us know what's going on with you, man. Hey, before we get to it, to any, you know what I'm saying, topics and get to talking about too much, you feel me? Hey, the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Once again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underlying and undertone on edutainment, so I do emphasize and stress edutainment. Please don't take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. Please do your research and get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion, because we don't want you going out here robbing no bank, starting no revolts, telling your boss what he or she can take, how they can turn it sideways, and where to put it, because we already told you and laid it out for you right here. Hey, man, this stuff is Thursday, man. We got the disclaimers out the way. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, if y'all in the building tonight, man, listen, man, I got my cash out scrolling at the bottom, man. Hey, listen, man, support the stream, support the family, man. Hit that cash app scrolling at the bottom, man. I got a link pinned at the top of the chat. Buy your boy a coffee, man. I like it black in the morning with a breakfast bagel sandwich, man. Hey, if you're rocking and you're fucking with everything we doing over here, you know what I'm saying, on the channel tonight, man. Listen, man, rock out with us. You feel me? Hey, let's get to it, man. Hey, and don't forget, man, don't be scared. Don't be scared to hit that super chat too, y'all. Hit that super chat. That Facebook know your boys in the algorithm, man, and y'all messing with your boy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, it could be $1, $2, $3, $4. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. You feel me? Hey, and all proceeds right now, we trying to raise a little funds, man, for EGE Bears, man. Mm-hmm. Little youth football organization, man. That's going in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to sponsor a couple of little boys, man. See if we can get them some uniforms. You know what I'm saying, and see how that go. That's what we like to do, man. We like to raise money and donate and give. You know what I'm saying? The ones, you know what I'm saying? Give the ones that's out here. You know, we like to do our part and give back. And we most definitely like to do our part and give back. Oh man. What's going on with everybody, man? How y'all day been? What's going on, man? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Who we got in the building with us tonight, man? Who we got in the building with us tonight, man? Who we got in the building with us tonight? Nobody? Nobody in the building? Nobody knows. Yeah. Hey man, we supposed to have a musical guest tomorrow, man, by the name of Keon here at the studios, man. We trying to work that out, but we can't get that guest in the building. Y'all know how we do. We get out how we get out. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna make something happen and crack a lack for the people. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, man. Um it was Thumpin Thursday, man, right? I'll be reading a lot of that stuff shit and shit be going on in the article. I mean, in the articles and stuff like that. Just recently, earlier today, man, I heard about a man that was on the live. You know what I'm saying, here in the city in his car. I guess he had got into it with with some, I guess, you know what I'm saying, some gentlemen or whatever the case may be. And he proceeded to go live, get in his car, go live, and get to talking about the situation. And then apparently, whoever he got into the altercation with, came back, robbed him and shot him, and I guess unalived the man. Which was horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was a tragic incident. But I think even don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that anybody should run away from a situation, man. But listen, if your life is in and sometimes you might not feel like your life is in danger. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have proper discernment to know that if you just in a situation and you ain't got no pipe on you and you out here and you getting into it with young guys and people who potentially can, you know what I'm saying, that's with it, man, you get up out of there, man. So the man was sitting in his car, and again, I'm not excusing the fact of what happened to the man. I'm just saying, you got to be a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, careful about how you move, when you moving out and about in these streets. You feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying, how you think, the next person ain't gonna think like that. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to the notion of I was talking to Professor Williams Remo earlier, and he was talking about how people, when you down, they kick you, you know what I'm saying? And they keep you down. Um, so we can start off Thumping Thursday with that mindset, or with thumping on that mindset and that mentality, and people who have those actions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say, man, try to sprinkle a little support, in with those 5 key components of life that we should be mastering, because you never know again. And I know this might sound cliche, and I know this might sound like, oh, okay, well, this is the thing that people repeat. You know what I'm saying? You never know what the next person going through. You never know their traumas. You never know what they suffering. But that should be true and it be real. You know what I'm saying? You really don't know what the next person going through. So a little support or a smile or a hello or how you doing, that might push or help that person, you know what I'm saying, along their day. You feel me? But you know, like just like how we see bombs out there, man. You know how when these kids used to laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? Throw shit at them. Well, I don't know how people, what I'm saying, in other places, you know what I'm saying, used to do what they do. But I didn't see, you know what I'm saying, some ill, you know what I'm saying, some ill things done to, people that be out there in the street, man. You feel me? And it's a travesty, and they already down, they already begging, they already ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? They already approaching you in a way that, well shit, it don't hurt their pride because they've been probably doing it for so long. But who knows? Who know? See, we don't even look at that. We don't even go inside of the mind state of a homeless person to be like, well, damn, is he fucked up about really asking me for this money, but he gotta ask me for this money type shit? Nah, what we do, we laugh at him. We tell him, get the fuck about it, man. Nah, I ain't giving you no money. You know what I'm saying? We do that type of shit to him. And I believe that's what Professor Remo was trying to get me to talk about, you know what I'm saying, when we were on the phone earlier, as far as, when you're kicking people when they down. Or it could be a family member. Or like earlier today, man, I was having a conversation with a coworker. And she was saying that, her mother had passed, and, which is always, what I'm saying, a tragic and bad thing. It can be it can leave ones in a melancholy situation, when we should be celebrating. But, to each his own, what I'm saying, as individuals, we do what we do and we partake in, certain religious or spiritual traditions the way we do it, right? But anyway, so, she was saying that her mother had just passed, and excuse me, the family was going on a trip. And she was like, man, they called and was like, well, we going woo woo, yada da da da. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, I can't afford da 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 da. And the family was like, well, shit, that's why we don't ever call and ask you, because you don't never, you ain't never got no money to go no. But why would you, like, if you gonna call me and say, well, we know your mom just passed and you dealing with that, and y'all didn't help me with the situation. And you know what I'm saying? I got kids, I got bills, I got a household. Not saying that it's the other family fault, and most definitely if it's my mother, it's my responsibility. But as a family though, that's not a responsibility of an individual. That's the family. I mean, that's the family. That's the responsibility of the family. But even within that, why would you call someone and say, "Well, we know your mom passed, and we was planning a family trip," and then when you say, "Well, I ain't got the funds," you tell them, "Well, that's why we don't never ask you nothing because you ain't never got no money to go nowhere." Like that's horrible, bro. You don't do that to people. You just don't do that to people, man. And I never understood that. Like, why do we think like that? Why do we do those things? Why is it that, when a person is down at their bottom and at their lowest, we just seem to, pick our feet up and just want to stomp on them. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. And listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it a million. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Sometimes, man, you do got some motherfuckers that you be like, you know what I'm saying? But again, but I'm talking about people who sometimes like this is just the situation and they really trying or they trying to come up out of it. You know what I'm saying? It be like that, man. It be the big bro, Professor Remo in the building. He said, "Yo, bro, the master has arrived." Hey man, Remo, Professor Remo in the building. Hey man, we got a few people in the building, man. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that like button, man.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, man. You feel me? Hey, man, listen, man. If we got some new people in the building, man, new to the family over here on Bearded Conversation, man, listen, man. Hey, tap in. Let us know where you're from. Let us know who you are. Listen, man, every Monday through Thursday, man, we do this type of build. On Fridays, man, I like to highlight and interview independent music artists, man. So if we got people in the building, man, that know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that do music, man, listen, you know what I'm saying? Shoot them a shot, shoot them a holler, tell them come on over here on Saturday nights, man. We spin their music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I interviewed on the channel, so y'all can go back and check that out in Bearded Studios. So man, every Saturday, man, we get out, in the Bearded After Dark Lounge. So make sure y'all tune in and tapping in for that. Hey, and every Sunday, man, we have a little service, a little spiritual enlightening. You know what I'm saying, on the Bearded Tabernacle, man. So if y'all new to the stream, man, tap in, sub up to the channel, man, and join the stream with us, man. Also, man, we present an open platform, open forum. So man, listen, if you want to add to the discussion or the conversation, you feel more than free to hit the link in the chat and come up here and discuss it with your boy. Or if you just want to stay in the chat, you can stay in the chat. That's how we do too. You feel me? But yes, man, I will be posting the link throughout periodically throughout the publication. If ones want to come up and add something to it or take something from it, or what I'm saying, just highlight something that you might, what I'm saying, want to talk about. So yeah, man, hit that link if y'all want to, man. Most definitely. Remote Professor, what do you say? Professor says, that's what I wanted to ask you. Why do people go out of their way to kick you when you're down? He said, are they ignorant or just plain evil? So Professor, it could be both, or it could be none of those things. So we do have ignorant people. We do have people just, they're just ignorant and, may not know no better. You know what I'm saying? Or who don't innately do it on purpose, And then we do have evil people who pride they whole existence on being jerks, assholes, and dickheads, and just notorious for being malicious with words and with physical treatment and with social demeaning, you know what I'm saying, of individuals. Or you could just have people, man, who just be like, well, shit, he doing it. I might as well do. You get, it's different reasons why people, it's different approaches. Like just like it's different approaches to, you not wanting to kick a person while they down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It could be a little bit of both, or one could just be ignorant, or it could be either of the latter, or it could be both. I think it's a mixture of things. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a mixture of things. Um, I do believe that the mentality of survivalism and especially when it comes to being an individual survivalism, I think that's a thing. I think that's prevalent in today's society and mind. And on top of that, of course, being envious, you see a motherfucker with something, you want it, and you gotta have it, you know what I'm saying? And you get out there and you get it the best way you know how. Like, but you feel me? Like, so and just like I'm saying, like, now if you got the ups on somebody, if you live in that way, and we don't promote none of that shit over here, you feel me? That ain't what we do. But if you get the ups on somebody, man, and you out here doing that shit and you living that way, like after you rob somebody, man, and you get what you gonna get, what's the purpose of killing a person? Like people do like fuck shit like that, bro. You feel me? Like, man, like you got him, now he down, bro. You feel me? But the purpose of you shooting him 5, 10 times, you know what I'm saying? It's like these articles I read, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, what's happening? But that's a mindset, man. Again, you know, I can get up here, every day and preach family and preach consistency and preach about or talk about empathy and teaching our youth and our adults to learn how to teach and pay and move it forward. We don't teach kids that. And don't get me wrong, man. As a child, you used to always hear share, 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 share. You know what I'm saying? Used to hear that shit all the time. Share. What happened to those mores and values that was instilled in us as kids? Like how did we lose that trend that you know what I'm saying? How did we lose that from putting that onto our own? Like cause this is crazy. Like cause we talking about these kids, but these are our kids. This is my generation kids. He said it's crazy because he said it's crazy because how toxicity has become celebrated nowadays. He said, yeah, and that's facts, bro. He said since since when has savagery become an endearing trait? I don't know, but I talked about the toxicity, like even between relationship and man and women. You feel me? It just seemed like nowadays, it just seemed like the fuck you era or I ain't gotta listen to you. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck you. And it's like, oh bitch, I'm gonna do like excuse my French, but I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do like and guess what? They stay together. They have 3, 4, 5 kids. Bro, the stories I could tell you about the toxic shit that go on and the things that happen. And I don't want to tell stories about people that I personally know to try to put that person down or belittle or you know what I'm saying? Or no, it don't be like that. But these are examples of the shit that we go through on a daily basis in our lives. I was just on another brother's show. Um and I made the statement about it's crazy how we all go through and suffer the same traumas, you know. And don't get me wrong, yeah, okay, I get it because I got friends that ain't come up like I come up, or that didn't suffer some of the same things that I suffered. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, right? But in hindsight, we all have suffered the same traumas for the most part. We all have been introduced to the same systems of indoctrination in today's society. We all answer and believe in a social construct of a color of an African American or a black man or a Negro or a Caucasian or this is shit that's been programmed into us. It's amazing that we all suffer the same traumas, and it's a wonder that unity hasn't even been a staple or a base or a foundation for advancement of our people. And we don't help each other get up out of that shit, or we don't want to help each other get up out of that shit. We think it's cool to save it to a motherfucker that's in the church to do it. We think it's cool to give it to a radical. And I'm not knocking the preachers. I am, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking the Malcolm X's, the Khalid Muhammad's. I ain't knocking them. They were strong men, strong-willed men. I ain't knocking the Elijah Muhammad's and the Farrakhan. Even if some of that shit seem a little, you know what I'm talking about? But when we talk about support, it's whoever's in that group. It's not a collective. And regardless of whatever divisive what's the word I'm looking for? Divisive organization that you choose to partake in and indoctrinate yourself with. I get that. But why can't we just do some shit outside of that as a whole? Even with the FBAs, the ADOSs, the black folks that say they're American or Native Indian, like all this shit is, it's just senseless. It's senseless. Debates about how we don't have ancestry in Africa and shit like that, just senseless shit. But let me get back on to kicking people while they down, man, because it's a lot. You know, like you said, with the toxicity and shit like that, it's just a lot to have to. It's a lot. And savagery, you know, music. I would most definitely, factually, Remo say, I believe the music is a main primary source of savagery, becoming an endearing trait, a trait to be astonished and acknowledged and placed upon a pedestal, especially amongst the youth, in various communities. I can't even say just my community. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The Latino Hispanic community, even in certain Caucasian community, like the youth is just ridiculous with the music and the shit that they want to do and the shit they think they can do and the disrespectfulness and they can't nobody tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then the household. Not every household has structure, right? But not every household is abandoned neither. You know, and we still get these same results sometimes with structured households, with households who are not abandoned, i.e., the father. I know brothers, man, and sisters with both parents, and still came out like, what the fuck? Why are you? Why? But then when you really look at yourself as a person that's on the outside looking in, because you can always be the outside looking in when you're seeing shit. But when you really stand in that and say, okay, well, listen, this is just what I'm going to be. I'm going to be an observer. You know, sometimes those structured whatever you think you're looking at, it don't even be that way. So you know, you get what you get. But for the most part, man, and it's crazy to me because you know they always say the single mama shit. Like all my brothers and sisters went to high school, college, except for one. Well, because he died when he was young. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, mm you know? I mean, I know that's the stats that they or the statistics that they put out to the people, you know, in the consensus, but I don't know. I don't know. And then, you know, they say it's better to have a father in the household, right? But then they say, you know, at least 80 or 75, some shit like the 75 to 77% of the children who have the father in the household resent their fathers. Like, how do that work? I guess that resentment from that pressure of the father makes them kids better. I don't know how that works. I don't know how, but you know, hey, those numbers could be conflated. Those numbers could be conflated. So professor says individuality has become the antithesis to a united mindset. The collective is threatening by individual. The collective is threatened by individual thought. Um, but don't we want individual thought? Without individual thought, how can we develop? How can we evolve? How can we move and be and you know what I'm saying? And push this thing forward without individual thought. Um, because individuality is important. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying, but but in order to have this yin and yang um type reality that we living in, Remo, it's got to be you know what I'm saying, some type of push and pull. So everything ain't gonna be perfect and can't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we see that throughout history, and we know that's just for facts. It shit ain't gonna be perfect. So, you know, like you say, so individuality has become the antithesis to a united mindset. You said the collective is threatened by individual thought. I don't think it's threatened by individual thought. I just think the individual thought, that the waves, the energy is not being directed, or they not vibrating on some shit right. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I like the statement. I like the statement. I like the statement. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's some validity to it. There's some validity to it. But you got to have an individual thought, man. He said a lot of people can't seem to stomach an introspective look. He said they turn away from what they are. Well, they turn away from what they see inside themselves. Hmm. Somebody got a psych class in the morning. Well, you know, I've been hearing that a lot. Like, you know, a lot of people that you don't like, or a lot of people that, you know, tend to bug you out, or sometimes, you know, you suffer from the same things of those people that you dislike. I actually said that shit to myself one day, like, damn, I'm not like her. You know what I'm talking about? What's going on, brother DC in the building tonight? How you feel, brother? All the way in Texas, man. I should tell Monkey Man to pull up on you, man. I ain't gonna have Monkey Man pull up on you. I ain't gonna have Monkey Man pull up on you, man. I don't know, man. You might fuck with Monkey Man. No, I ain't gonna have Monkey Man pull up on you. I ain't gonna have Monkey Man pull up on you, man. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. He don't want people to know. Oh man, he don't want people to know he down in Texas, man. I ain't say what part, man. I ain't say what part. I ain't say what part. But yeah, man. Back to kicking folks while they down, man. Like, I don't get it. He said not a side class, leadership. All right, all right. Leadership 400, not a side class, leadership 400. Okay. Um, Now what I will say, I don't think so in retrospect or in hindsight, like usually the people that we kick when they down are people we know or people that's close to us. I would want to believe. In most of our cases, you know, it's someone that's close to us or that we know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like what I wanted to say was like, you know, you never want to do that though, man. You know, you always want to try to uplift and bring people up to where you are. Because you never know who can potentially help you one day, man. And then on top of that, it's just like, you know, I know abiding by morals and you know what I'm saying, being an outstanding citizen and shit, like I know that shit don't matter and don't mean nothing today. But you know, to some people it do, man. I believe to most it do. You know, I believe most people, like I always say, man, want to be happy, want the good things, want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You know, but again, like I say, the easiest things in life to obtain are the hardest things to gain. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get those things, man. And these are the reasons why, like, cause we kick people while they down, you know what I'm saying? And we constantly kick motherfuckers while they down, you know? And again, like even within these articles, man, like the senseless, the bullshit killing that happens, you know, especially man, like when I be reading these articles about the children, bro. About the children, bro. Like this is sad. It's ridiculous, man. You know, then the other day I read the article about the young guy, man, pulled two guns out on his father because They were arguing about whether he should go to school in person or take classes online. That's insane. He hit his son, bam, he dropped the two guns. The grandma picked the two guns up to go hide them. He had a third gun and shot his father. Grandmama come out, he tell the grandmama, I shot your son. Like, this is insane. This is insane. He said, I would much rather be a magnetic. I would what? I'm sorry. I would rather be magnetic than repulsive. Um, True. But again, Remo, if you don't have I believe you have to have a protagonist and an antagonistic approach to these things because without it, I mean, how can you be a leader? You know what I'm saying? How can you find these people and bring them about of their situation? You know what I'm saying? It has to be if it was that you know what I'm saying? And trust me, ain't shit never that easy. And if it is, it's a trick to it. And guess what? Sometimes, and I ain't gonna even say that. I'm gonna recant that. I'm gonna retract that. Sometimes shit is easy. Sometimes it is easy. You know, until we get to thinking and putting our hands in it and putting our feet in it and you know what I'm saying, and start perverting it and things of that nature. Then it get hard. It get all type of quantum physics complicated. When we were just counting to 10. We went from counting to 10 to skipping all the other a series of arithmetic, and we went to straight to quantum physics. And it didn't even have to be that way. We just don't know how to follow suit, man. And again, this should start like, bro, like if we don't get a hold to what we always say are gonna be the leaders of the future, if we don't get a hold of that now, and you know what I'm saying, act like we ain't scared of him, bro. You feel me? And do what it take as men and women out here, you know, and especially the ones that got children. It's time for you to get a hold of your children too, because guess what? They out here with the ones that ain't got nobody to get a hold of them. So when that happens, how you think your children gonna act when they ain't around you? You know what I'm saying? You think you instill the right amount of things in them to make those good decisions or to make those hard decisions? You know what I'm saying? We don't know until we let them go and they get out there and we see what happens. And I'm not saying you ain't supposed to make mistakes. Everybody gonna make a mistake. Shit, that's what life is about. You feel me? You're supposed to learn from them. Shit, you ain't supposed to keep going 10 paces back after you done made that mistake. Making that same mistake is insanity. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep doing the same thing and don't get a different result if it don't happen. Shit, that means it's time to change something. It's time to fix something. But yeah, man, kicking folks while they down, y'all. That's not something we should be doing, man. I believe we should all change that mindset, man, and start being more supportive, man. I believe that the support would bring some type of unity within our communities, man. Start supporting one another, man. Every time I interview, like every time I interview one of these little artists, bro, and we ask about the music scene in their cities, they be like, "Oh man, it ain't shit. It ain't that. We don't get no support. Ain't nobody." But I don't know. I don't know. But if it's their approach, I don't know if it's the spaces they in. You know, a lot of things can contribute to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got to start supporting our people a little bit more. Jordan, what's going on? Jordan in the building. Jordan and Crumb Frequency. He said we have to learn what it takes to bring those positive qualities out of our charges. Hmm. True. I agree with that 100%, Remo. But again, you know, I just believe in the yin and the yang, man. And not to go too not to get spooky and shit, but what the Bible say, I, the Lord thy God, create good and evil. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And that yin and the yang, that come from over, you know what I'm saying, over there in Asia. You feel me? Yin and yang, light, dark. So I don't think I think it has to be negative charges. I think it just has to be negative charges. And I hate that it has to be that way. I just think it has to be negative charges. You know? Even with circuits and batteries and shit like that, you got the plus and the negative, so it's like, you know, it's gotta be negative charges. And I honestly, I couldn't even imagine, and that might be kind of wild, but I just couldn't even imagine a total utopian paradise world where everything was perfect. You know, I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because of free will, right? This free will thing that everybody likes to talk about that I don't think we have, but because of this um innate privileged mindset of having this so-called divine free will, individuals are always going to be individuals. So that means, you know, hell, fuck what you trying to do. I might not just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be an opposite. It's always going to be a tug. Even like yeah, Jordan, duality. Even with the taste, it's always going to be like I might like the way this tastes, and you might not like, or you might like the way. So like I say, that and I don't want to necessarily compare that to this type of situation, but it's the truth. Like I believe that it's he said the effort isn't to eliminate evil, but to control our capacity or for committing evil acts. Mm. Now that I can rock with, you know, controlling our evil acts, just controlling our emotions. Let's see, again, we talk about that emotional intelligence, emotional control, intellectual intelligence, intellectual control. These are real things, empathy, learning how to pay it forward. I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, when we were children, we were always taught to we were always taught to share this, share that, share this, share that. And I think, you know what? And I think being and here it go. Now we on. And I think this just being told to share so damn much. When you became of age and you finally got something that was yours, you didn't want to share. You didn't want to share. Why do I have to share? I shared so much, I mean, why? Because we don't teach the value of sharing. It ain't about the sharing. You know, like the brother that was on the panel yesterday, man. Big shout out to Trap Towns. He was like, take my little girl to the hood on purpose and take her good toys and let the other kids. Now, I don't know if I would traumatize. It depends on the age of the child. Because first, having this type of discussion, I would want to make sure that my child is, and don't get me wrong, we can start early, but pulling off that type of social experiment, I would at least want to be able to engage with my child on a level of I know he or she has just a little innate ability and capability to understand and discern and take from what this experiment is given. So the brother said, he takes his daughter, to the hood, and he makes her share and tell her when you get home, you can ride these, you can do all you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he explains to her that these other children don't have what you have, you know. And I was watching something, because see, and matter of fact, and I was watching the brother Shaka Akmos when he was talking about Christianity being 72% African American, and half of that are women. He was saying that, like, when you talk to your child about Christmas, you don't tell your child that mommy and daddy had to use credit cards, get into debt, put this on layaway, pay a certain amount of money in order for you to get this, and how that robbed Peter and pay Paul. No, you can't tell that to a child, because guess what? The fuck the child gonna look at you and say, "What did you get me?" So you tell them Santa Claus, because that's a more jovial and, and better way, I guess. I'm not going to say a better way, but a more jovial way to present. You know what I'm saying? And to keep that pressure of having to remind yourself that we broke as hell on Christmas time when you shouldn't have been spending your money. But that's another story. But to make sure that your child is happy. So he and like I say, the brother, he said he explains it to his daughter. So hopefully she gets it and she doesn't become bitter through this social experiment. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying that it's a bad experiment, but again, I think this should be done, with a restricted age requirement and limit, again, because I want my child to have the cognitive ability to really understand and have discernment and take from the lesson. Because if they can't take from the lesson, I think the lesson is just like um, it's like non-existent. The lesson is just nothing, if they can't take from the lesson, you know, especially at a very young age, and don't get me wrong. I know people, oh, you got to read to the baby when it's in the womb and this, that, and the third, and children are very smart. Yes, they are. But now when that cutoff time point come, now that you're trying to integrate them into this dead ass society, um, when we get to teaching them, the ways of the world, you know, but it's a good thing to keep them, um, like I say, with these spiritual, I'm sorry, spiritual, it ain't spiritual too, social experiments, um, because you would want that type of energy to stay resonant, or that flame to stay burning within your child as they become an adult. So because man, they know how to take their losses. You know, when they got some, man, that's plentiful. They know how to share and help other people get to it. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it don't affect them. And don't get me wrong. So a lot of great things can come from this. But again, like I said, shit, when I was a shorty, man, all I was taught was to share, share, share. Just me personally, shit. When I finally got something, what the fuck did I want to share for? I didn't want to share. I wanted it for me. I knew how to share and what sharing was and how important in the nature of sharing. But shit, why would I come on, man? Shit, I done worked hard for this. I don't want to share no more. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, I had to relearn that part, when children became involved in the situation, about sharing and how to, share and things of that nature. Jordan says, in some superhero movies, the villain is needed to get the hero to understand who he is, vice versa as well. But that could do, I'm sorry, but that could be a bad example though. No, no. Jordan, yes, that's a great example. Um, to the other, to piggyback off the other examples and things that I was trying to, um, you know, help get out. But and again, the professor is totally correct within the statement, right? About if this was to be a utopia, saying just a grand design of just leisure and love and peace and happiness and shit, but that ain't what we live in. You feel me? We ain't living that. So we have to put these things in context of the reality that we circumvent for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Um, Professor Remo says, "No, Jordan, that actually works. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing." Edmund Burke. Hmm. I always shit, the professor going in his bag. Now he's going to get quotes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Joy say, Professor, that's a deep quote, family. Agree for sure. Yeah, man. Professor, now, oh shit, the professor getting in his bag tonight. Oh shit, we might have a good 10 more of them. He said, as humans, it takes a catalyst to spark action, the whole cause and effect dynamic. And that's facts, right? And that's facts. So the cause, if we start doing a little bit better with each other, maybe that should have, and see, and that's the purpose of what I do, bro. You know, I like to do this shit, build good people together, try to get motherfuckers like-minded people in the building. Hey man, shout out to my brother Hurricane JW in the building, man. Listen, y'all. Hey, man, if anybody on the stream right now, man, that ain't been on the stream, that's new to the stream, man, like the content, share the content, and let us know who you are, man. Hey, man, don't be scared to, you know what I'm saying, tap in with us, man. You know what I'm talking about? All right, listen, we fuck with the pickaboos and the trolls over here sometime. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, man, and let us know who you are, man. Listen, man, go tap in with my boy Hurricane JW. Go tap in with For Show TV. Go tap in with TMB with Monkey Man. And go tap in with my boy Derek Demore and DJ Designs over there on Spin the Block Media, man, every Sunday, 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And don't forget to tap in randomly with my boy Jordan at Quantum Frequency for those mental health checkups, man. He had his brother on today, man. Good conversation, good discussion about things that went on in his life, and you know how he lost chances, and well, how he was doing good things, and then lost those opportunities due to the decisions that he chose to make, and how he wakes up and regrets certain things, but don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you wake up every day, man. I didn't get a chance to get up on the panel. I should have for a little second. But listen, don't regret shit, man. Life ain't about regrets, man. Listen, if shit was meant to happen, it would have happened. And guess what? I fight with that every day, y'all. I fight with that shit every day. If it was gonna happen, it was meant to happen. So a lot of times, man, when we out here and we just know we got some shit and it's right there and we didn't reach for it and we on top of it and shit, it's just man. And guess what? And this is the thing that we gotta realize. It might not necessarily been you. It might not have been you. I'm not saying you take every situation and be like, well, what I'm saying, maybe, that was the best thing for me. Maybe something else gonna better come. Don't get me wrong. Fight for what the fuck you want and for what you believe in and what you're trying to achieve. You have to manifest. You got to speak it into existence. You got to work towards getting it. You know what I'm saying? Understand me? That's fact. But sometimes, bro, listen, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen. That's just how it is. We don't know. We can't control what's going on. We can only try to manipulate. Don't get me wrong. When I say control, you can control, but we so poisoned from things we put inside of us, like we ain't got no real control over none of that. He say, "Big come, big swallow." That's what I always say. Hey, KC Coon. KC Coon, what's going on, man? Where you from, KC Coon? Where you from, my boy? Where you from, man? Where you from, man? He say, "Facts, speak your affirmations and mantras." Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. And a lot of people be like, "Oh man, that's some spooky shit." Hey man, guess what, y'all? Y'all see I'm moving and shit. Y'all can see me tonight. Hopefully this shit lasts up until, what I'm saying? My visual, what I'm saying? It's kind of clear. I don't know if it's because I'm doing it in this. What y'all think about this too, man? What y'all think about this vertical stream, man? Y'all rocking with the vertical stream? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if I can get some people in the building, man, and rock out with your boy and see if we can get us some new subs over here, man. You know what I'm saying? See if we can get some new subs, man. We trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, man. Me and my boy Hurricane trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, man. Come on over here, man, and help push your boys up to 1,000, man. We got good content. You know what I'm saying? We got the Fuck the Government podcast and HHN news reports and shit going on like that. And we got the hood service over there with Pastor Kane. You know what I'm saying? And y'all already know what we got over here on Bearded Conversation, man. We got abundance of things, man. We got a plethora of things over here, man. And we just combine them with the family. And we just combine them with the family. Brother DC say, "Me no like, you don't like the vertical stream, man?" I like the vertical stream. I like the vertical stream. He said, and use that visualizations. He said, "Got to see your visions coming to pass." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, brother DC. So, brother DC, this is a surefire guarantee way to bring carnage and BS into the building, but it's a surefire way to get the eyes out there. You feel me? It put a little bit more eyes on you, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had to do some other shit. I mean, some other things with the YouTube, but you know, I'm talking about this is working. It's working. I like it. I'm still able to get my background up there. You feel me? You know? Hey man, and listen, man. Anybody that's new to the stream tonight, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Hey, and share the content. Hey, everybody, right now, man. If you pull your phones out and you share the stream with 3 more people, and tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, and so on and so forth, man, we'll get them in the building. You feel me? Hey, and don't forget to hit that super chat. And don't forget to hit that link pinned at the top of the chat, or y'all can hit that cash app strolling at the top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I was thinking about, you know what I'm saying, a couple times a week, you know what I'm saying, doing it like this, you know what I'm saying, and see what type of response I get, you know what I'm saying, out there from the people. He said regrets are necessary to recognize future opportunities. Without regrets, we'll never know how it feels to lose. Without that wisdom, we'll never understand what it takes to truly triumph. That's a lie. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Regret ain't got shit to do with you losing and knowing how to lose. Shit, if I lose, I know what the fuck a loss is. If I didn't lose, I know that ain't got nothing to do with my regrets. Let me read this again. Regrets are necessary to recognize future opportunities. So I'll give you a little bit of that, right? And you talking about shit? Nah, he ain't cooking on shit with this one. No, Jordan, we ain't stomaching this one. We ain't stomaching this one, Jordan. No, hell no. Regrets are necessary to recognize future opportunities, right? Um, but no, not necessarily. In order to recognize a future opportunity, all you gotta do is open up your fucking eyes and take advantage of every situation that's around you. You don't have to suffer through or go through a regret for that to happen to you. Now, the regret part is teaching you how to pick yourself back up once you fall. The regret part is you teaching yourself, well, I should have made that decision versus that decision. It presents learning opportunities, yes, and I understand that, and I get that, but it's not necessarily helping you recognize future opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's trial and error. That's not regret. And I don't regret trial and error because I had to go through those things to learn. You know, things that you regret is like, let me see. Let me see. Hmm. I ain't gonna even say one of the things I regret because I ain't trying to get in trouble. Oh, got to be quicker than that. So and then you said, without regrets, we'll never know how it feels to lose. That's not true, brother. That's not true. I know how it feels to lose without regrets. I do. Now, I do believe it's part of the wisdom system. You know, it's something that has to happen to you, or that's an emotion that you feel. You know, regret is an emotion. Hmm. Well, have y'all ever thought about that? Y'all ever wonder, or did anybody know that regret is an emotion? Put a one in the chat if you knew regret was an emotion. Y'all ain't know that. Put a one in the chat if you knew regret was an emotion. You know what I'm saying? Put a two in the chat if you didn't know. Be honest. Be honest. But I see where you were going, big bro. Don't get me wrong. I ain't. But you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because it's like, no, nigga, you do. But I see your point. You know what I'm saying? I see your point. I just don't think regret is the right word to use right there. Now, if you change the word up, if you change the word up, I could rock with it. I could rock with it. You say regrets are heuristic data. All right, y'all. So the professor want to be an asshole tonight. Not literal. I'm being funny because you know what I'm saying. He put the he. Oh, let me see. Let's see. Heuristic, enabling someone to discover or learn something for themselves. That's not regret, though. Again, proceeding to a solution by trial and error or by rules or only loosely that are only loosely defined. The heuristic process or method. Again, that's not regret. You know what I'm saying? Jordan says learning and evolving. Yes. He say if you were in your leadership 400 class, your mentor would guide you as to not have those regrets. Remo says regret is an emotion based on hindsight. I knew what you meant, brother. So brother DC said he knew that. So I almost regret getting with my baby mama, but I take the good with the bad. Got a talented daughter out of it, but not with her mother. I value mental health. Hey man, oh now everybody knew regret was an emotion. Boy, y'all just the smartest bunch of N words, and boy, I tell you. Mm. You know, a lot of people don't know that though. Well, see, and just ask some people. Shit, ask some random people, man, and see what they say. And see, and don't guide them into it neither, y'all. Because you know, motherfucker, they there. You know, depending upon how you ask your question, you know, what I'm saying about a particular thing. You know, they some people know how to. You know what I'm saying? But then once you get to telling them to explain and talk, you know, then you be like, see, well, I knew, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know it don't be knowing. He say, what's the one and two things mean again? Now I said put a one in the chat if you knew that regret was an emotion, and put a two in the chat if you didn't know. And I was telling people to be honest. And everybody put ones in the chat. So brother DC, I about know you knew that. Brother Hurricane, well, yeah, yeah. Especially, you know what I'm saying, with your example. You know what I'm saying? I was down there gonna do something like that, but I ain't. He said, I think it's a tool for me. Yeah, regret is an emotion, man. Um, but see, but the professor says in hindsight, I don't think in hindsight. No, I think it's a general emotion. It's a feeling that you feel. It's everyone goes through or has that emotion of regret. Everyone suffers from that. You know, and you can learn things from regret as well. Oh, how not to regret shit no more. That's why I say don't regret nothing. Because a lot of people, because look, we do things. Listen, so when you do shit, bro, whether you make bad decisions or good decisions, right? When you do those things at that time, a lot of time, even when they bad decisions, you might have well thought that damn decision out. But sometimes shit just don't, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it do. Or you could be in another situation where you made that same bad choice or decision and it pan out. You know? You never know how this shit gonna work, man. You never know. Never know. He said, I'll be honest, I didn't know it was an emotion at first. I thought regret was a reaction to gathering data. Mm, so it can be a reaction to gathering data. If you're looking at it from that point, because you know the way you suffer regret is things has to be compiled upon you in order for you to you you know what I'm saying, for you to decide or for you to talk to yourself and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying, why I do that, or I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I should have done this, you know what I'm saying. They say, yo, what do you say? My new top 15 anime chicks part 2 just got uploaded. Oh man. You in this damn anime, man. You in this anime. I'm gonna go check that out. Man. Hey, yeah, man. Listen, we did a top 15 Marvel and DC women over there on Hurricane Channel. know what I'm saying? He just did top 15 anime. Make sure y'all go tap in and check those out. Some of them lists, you know what I'm talking about? Man, we got a little discrepancies, but for the most part, I'm gonna let them rock out with the list. You know what I'm saying? Now, so yeah, man. So I ain't put my verse on it yet, Jordan. So yeah, man, Hurricane gonna bring me back out of retirement, man. I got that invite too. I just gotta figure this band lab thing out. Or if I can't figure it out, I'm gonna bounce it out and take it to the studio. Cause that's how I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I really don't do the band lab thing. You know what I'm saying? I can bounce it out and go to the studio and put my vocals down and have my man, you know what I'm saying, mix it in for me. You feel me? So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna try to give it a go on the band lab first. You feel me? I'm gonna try to give it a go on the band lab first to see if I can, finesse, finagle, maneuver, and get around into it. You know what I'm saying? I know Jordan said he don't know how to navigate it, so I ain't never been on it. I only go on there just because I play y'all music and shit from off there. So I never really use it to make music. Me personally, myself, when I make my music, I actually go inside of a booth. Not saying that, not saying it like that. I'm just saying me personally, when I do music, I actually go inside of a booth in a recording studio and I do my shit that way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna watch a tutorial. Most definitely watch a tutorial. Most definitely watch a tutorial. You know what I'm saying? And check it out and tap in on that. But man, he said, "Band that hard to me." Nah, man, I'm gonna rock out and see what it is. You feel me? And see if I can get in tune with it, Jordan. I like just like you say, watch some YouTube tutorials. That's what I'm gonna do. So I finally got the invite to the song. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the song, it tell you to go into the studio and shit like that. You feel me? So once I'm in the studio, I just gotta figure out, do I hit the record button and record once your verse stop and it's on there and I can play with it, you know what I'm saying? From there, I'll figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. But like I say, man, if I gotta get it and bounce it out, and how you sending me just the vocals or just the music or just the music without the vocals or however, you feel me, I can always get it done. I just gotta sit back, you know what I'm saying, and see how I want to come on it and feel me, pause on the come on it, you know what I'm saying? and just, see how I want to attack it rather, you know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about doing some I wanna do the fast joint, but then I wanna kind of like I'm feeling like a contrast type joint, but Imma see. Imma see. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make that decision. But yeah, man, Imma jump on the track with Hurricane, man. You feel me? Imma get on this. Hey man, listen, man. I'm the CEO, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gas Chamber Records, all gas, no brakes, man. You feel me? That's what we pushing all 2025, man, and beyond. You feel me? Gas Chamber Records, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, huge pause, Jordan. Huge pause. Hey, fuck you, Jordan. Huge pause on that one, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we trying to, mhm, get this music thing together. And facts, man, and listen, man, I'm trying to work some shit out, man. When Cito get out of school and he get some free time or whatever the case may be, man. When he get his songs together, I know he like that band lab shit, but we gonna try to see if we can get him. And Hurricane, man, you ain't shit but like 4 hours away type shit too. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have to yeah, man. Facts, facts. I plan on going down there, man, sometime later this year, man. I'm gonna get down there to Houston, man, and I'm gonna go rock out with Monkey Man for about a weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Houston to visit Houston just to visit him. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock out with him for a weekend or something like that, man. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? Kick it, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for me to get out in these spaces, man, and meet my YouTube people. You feel me? Meet my YouTube family, you know? Yeah. But so regrets can be a reaction to a reaction, an emotional reaction to collected data. I'm not gonna dispute that, Professor. He said, okay, I'm gonna work on background for the interview with Key. I said, you got in contact with him? Yeah, man. Tell him, text me, hit me up, so we can do that. Matter of fact, hey, send me the Spotify again, man. Um, who sent it to me? But I had some phone situations going on. Currently, I'm in a new phone. You feel me? Okay, you just got the album cover. Yeah, man. So tomorrow, y'all, we supposed to be interviewing Key, man. Big shout out to Professor Remo, man. My moderators be doing their thing, man. Moderators be doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, man? You got me an interview for the mob, man. Your family member, man. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? He do his thing. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about? He don't come in and stink up the joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you, Remo. Don't be like that, Remo. But nah, hopefully we get him in the building tomorrow, man. And we gonna turn up the interview. You feel me? Let's see. Did he send it to me? Let's see, y'all. Let's see if we can get a preview of something real quick, y'all. Let's pause for a station identification around this motherfucker. You feel me? And, you know, call me after the show. I got a pretty cool idea. Okay. All right. Hold on. Well, I want to get to this real quick before I do that. So, I was talking about the guy that got killed earlier today. So, his name is Kevin Tug Watson, killed on Facebook Live in the Chicago, Austin area. So it was out west. Attempted robbery and second homicide in 2 days, spotlight violence in troubled neighborhoods. So he had a chain on too. So, again, I didn't necessarily get the chance to watch the video because we can't play, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he had on a decent chain or something like that. But again, like I said, man, like why sit there and go live in the car knowing that you just got into? You got to get up out of there, man. You got to be smarter than that, man. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying like it shouldn't have been a situation of a motherfucker trying to take nothing from him anyway. I get it. I understand that. But again, man, we gotta, man, like we gotta move with the times. You gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying? We just can't be out here doing the same shit and everybody moving differently. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday, August 13th, 42-year-old Kevin Watson, known to his friend as Tug, was broadcasting a Facebook Live session in his vehicle in the Chicago South Austin neighborhood. That's when he was fatally shot in what police described as an attempted robbery. The incident occurred around 6:14 p.m. In a parking lot at the 5000 block of West Madison. Watson live stream captured the moments leading up to the shooting. In the video, an unidentified assailant in another vehicle can be seen approaching. The confrontation quickly escalated with the suspect demanding Watson chain. Shouting back at his assailant, Watson reportedly said, "Who in the world is you talking to?" Before later repeating, "Take that freaking chain." Seconds later, a gunshot rang out. After that, the camera recorded Watson collapsing outside of the car. Now, before all of this, though, you know what I'm saying, it showed him inside of the car talking about whatever just happened and about the disrespect and you know what I'm saying. And then it showed like somebody came by, and I guess they came by flashing a gun because he, you know what I'm saying, he kind of like threw his hands up and it was like, "What up, bro?" or something like that. But instead of pulling off in the car, you know what I'm saying, whoever was in the car, they proceeded to pull him about the car. You know what I'm saying? Let's shit. We both finna go in this motherfucker, bro. You feel me? Like for real. But and then in a situation like that too, man. Y'all listen, and I know we hate to give up our shit, right? We hate to give up our stuff. We hate to give up our belongings, right? Especially something you work so hard for, man. Listen, in situations like that, man, give it up. Because I was just saying, like, man, I was just speaking before I got into this, like, man, damn, because we was talking about kicking motherfuckers while they down. If you got the ups on a motherfucker, man, not saying that I'm promoting any type of criminal activity, but if you got the ups on somebody, man, and you got them and you got their shit, what's the purpose of you putting 10 bullet holes in them, bro? Get the fuck on about it. Cause we gonna keep it 100, man. Get up out of there. Excuse the language, but we get up out of there. There's no sense. That's a senseless killing. And then again, and again, like I say, y'all, if people's is that you like that, bro, give it up. Your life, that's the shit that's around your neck and on your fingers and on your wrist, bro, and in your pocket. It ain't worth your life. Guess what? You know what I'm saying? If you got it one time, you can get it again. I'm gonna say that again. If you got it one time, you can get it again. And if it was that hard for you to get the first time, shit, you might not need it a second. And if it was hard for you to get the first time, you might not need it a second. I mean, I know I like to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little lax tonight, man. You know, we try to, have a little articulation addiction to the intellectual discourse that we be having over here on Bearded Conversation. But sometimes certain things call for certain situations. Hurricane says, when you go to the studio on BandLab, he said you're gonna use track 8 to 11 and just scroll over to the end of my hook and pick up at your starting point after you watch the tutorial. And I basically thought that, you know what I'm saying, to just slide it over and stop it and record after your last hook go off. I figured that's what I was supposed to do on there. And I just figured that out from being in, you know what I'm saying? So Jordan, you got it. Jordan. You say facts. Yeah. Yeah, man. This should be messed up out here, bro. Like, and don't get me wrong, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Yeah. You want to be righteous, and I promote the righteous. I promote the productiveness. I promote the positive energy. But guess what? It's 30 more motherfuckers that ain't got that ain't got that. So you got to learn how to move accordingly. You got to learn how to move accordingly. And this ain't the time for motherfuckers to be talking about some what would Jesus do and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's some bullshit on planet Earth. You say that shit for Heaven's Gate or wherever the hell you think you're going. Well, why you here? No, man, that ain't that shit ain't true. It just ain't. I'm sorry. Christians, Baptists, Catholics, whatever. Just ain't. And I'm not here to knock or tear that down, bro, at all. At all. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. Professor says instead of buying a chain, he could have bought a spot in a different neighborhood. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ooh, so it says, despite being rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital, Watson was pronounced dead at 6:52 p.m. The Facebook Live video continued to stream for several minutes after the shooting, thus documented the chaos and confusion in the immediate aftermath. And that's crazy as hell, because you mean to tell me, I know it was people around there. I know it was people outside. So, like, this shit, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no way in the hell whoever shot him shouldn't be caught by now. Like Monkey Man said, man, if your ass is 30 and over, and if you used to be a YN, all that you ain't telling and you ain't snitching and snitches get stitches shit, that shit's dead, brother. If you don't go sit your little dumb ass down somewhere with that, that is definitely not what we need. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. In this life or the next. Now, I'm not saying we can't reach out and grab some of these motherfuckers and rehabilitate them and bring them back to the light or bring them back to the point of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you can reach out and grab some of those people, yeah, but you ain't gonna reach out and grab everybody because everybody ain't gonna come, right? But the ones you can, yeah, come. But guess what, man? For the latter, for the most part, get them the fuck up out of here, bro. For real. You motherfuckers, listen, y'all can't see us destroying what we trying to build? Well, if you ain't a motherfucker trying to build, I guess you couldn't see it. Or you just against what the next person is building because you think it defeats the purpose of what you got going on. Because hell, if I keep doing what I'm doing and you trying to build, then I can't do what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta conform. Stop. Take a deep breath, pause, and ask yourself. Would I rather conform to that, which is peace, or would I rather them conform to me, which is all out war? Because in the end, that's what it's going to be amongst each other, the people, because it's already like that amongst the people. You know, we divided within and we divided without, and that's in every ethnic fucking group of people on this planet, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We are divided within and we are divided without. And this is this is our reality. This is what we love. This is what we like to do. This is what we like to push. This is what we like people to know and see. So it says, according to Chicago Police Department officials, detectives from Area 4 are investigating the killing as a targeted robbery, while early witnesses' accounts suggest a parking dispute might have been the initial trigger. Authorities now believe the motive was specifically to steal Watson's jewelry. Surveillance footage from a nearby business reportedly shows the suspect wearing a black ski mask and leaning out of the passenger window of a white car before fleeing towards the Eisenhower Expressway. No arrests have been made as of August 14th. The police are urging witnesses to come forward with any information that could identify the assailant. The killing was the second homicide on the same block in just 48 hours. So you mean to tell me it was another killing on that same block 2 days prior? On August 12th, 26-year-old Brandon Maxey was gunned down in an apartment. In an apparent drive-by attack nearby. Back-to-back incidents have amplified concerns and safety in South Austin's, one of Chicago's most violent neighborhoods. South Austin is no stranger to gun violence, according to Chicago data portal statistics. The area consistently ranks among the highest for shootings and homicides in the city's community. Advocates point to longstanding socioeconomic challenges, um, thus including poverty, limited access to jobs, and underfunded public services as contributing factors to the ongoing violence. The proximity of these crimes to the mayor's neighborhood has fueled frustration among residents. Many of whom feel the city's leadership is failing to prioritize safety in their communities. Calls for increased police presence, better lighting, and more investment into local youth programs have intensified in the wake of Watson's death. Watson's killing also raised broader questions about public safety and visible communal spaces. A robbery in broad daylight streamed live online suggests a level of brazeness that residents say reflects the deteriorating sense of security in that area. Um, Friends and family describe Watson as a vibrant, loyal figure in the neighborhood. Though he had a criminal record, including time served for a prior shooting, some residents say he had been working to turn his life around in recent years. In past interviews, Watson referred to himself as an elder in the community, claiming to mediate disputes and offer guidance to younger residents. Those close to him say that Watson loved cars, music, socializing, and often broadcasting live videos to his followers. His online presence was a mixture of humor, opinion, and snapshots of his day-to-day life. The familiarity with live streaming made the public nature of his death even more shocking to those who knew him. In hours following the incident, tributes poured across social media with friends sharing memories, posting photos, and demanding justice. For many, his killing wasn't just another statistic, it was a personal loss. It says the video of Watson finalized moment spread quickly after being amplified by popular accounts, including a post by Daily Loud that garnered over 1.7 million views within 24 hours. And again, see, and the social media shit, bro. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, like for real. Like, we just gonna just keep streaming and shit. Like, come on, man. They give a fuck more about the 1.7 views. And a lot of our neighborhood don't get, and listen, that's a start, you know? It's not a solution, but it's a start. How about we, light up these parks? How about we light up our streets a little bit better? You know what I'm saying? In certain neighborhoods so people can see what's coming around the corner. You know what I'm saying? How about we get the city to take care of these vacant lots and abandoned houses with the trees and all type of shit where people could potentially hide and jumping out on you at? You know what I'm saying? How about we do that? How about, yeah, we bring YMCAs back or community centers that's got a gym, you know what I'm saying, that stay up to about 9 or 10 o'clock, and they got a computer room for kids to come in and do their homework. And after they do their homework, they can go in there and play ball. And then, you let the outside fellas in, man. Listen, everybody, you know what I'm saying, as long as you follow rules, you can come in. No smoking, no drinking, no gambling inside of my establishment, and no motherfucking gang banging. And if you can't abide by those rules, you got to get out. And let me get 2 off-duty police officers to secure my shit. You feel me? And have a local park police officer, beat officer, you know what I'm saying, driving through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I don't even want the police because guess what? It ain't enough for us being the police. And then when we do become the police, we the ones that get punked and had these badass childhoods, and now we want to be tougher than tough with the people that we pulling over. Oh man. Hell no. And then as an officer, as a black officer, bro, some of you officers, man, y'all can't see the injustices that these motherfuckers be doing to the people, man. This shit is insane. I get it, we're a clique. I get it, y'all a clique. Not we. I'm sorry, because I'm not an officer. What's going on, GBA Radio? I get it, y'all clicked up. I understand that. But so my thing is, when are we gonna even give a lesson, y'all? So again, it ain't gonna be no Sky Daddy. It ain't gonna be no fucking world awakening. Bro, we all suffer from the same trauma. Some of us might be privileged more than others, right? But we still suffers for the same. When are we as a people gonna wake up and realize that we all suffer from the same trauma and fucking help each other? And I guarantee you, ain't nobody gonna wake up and see no damn Chinese, no Arab, no Indian, no black, no white, no blue, no yellow, no green, no brown, and no purple. You gonna see a motherfucker standing across from you. What you gonna see? Do he or she need help? Yeah, let me go help him. I ain't saying you ain't gonna have a disagreement, you know? Well, I don't think he'll still be here because of that. I think the decision and the choice that he made to sit his ass in that con stream live is why he ain't here. Now, I don't know what the outside confrontation was that was said, but man, bro, get the fuck up out of there. You old enough to know. And then, if he was such a staple and pillar in the community, and motherfuckers knew him, like usually people tend to don't get down on people like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they know him in the hood, too many people don't tend to just get down on him like that. You know what I'm saying? Either he one of the guys or he one, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't get down on you like that. You know? But nowadays it's different though. You know, this youth is different. But I mean, damn, still again. You got to learn how to evolve and change with the damn times. Get the fuck up out of there, bro. You got to know a setup when you see a setup, man. Shit. Jordan says, turning the other cheek my ass. Nah, I got to be aware and stay dangerous. Protect my family and me. Dogs can't eat lions. Hey, man, for real, shit. Shit, they can eat that lion out there, go down. Well, shit, but but now. Oh. GBA Radio. But man, condolences to that man family, man. Um, cause man, I hate hearing about situations, man, where these type of things happen. But again, like I say, man, we gotta be a little bit more smarter, man, in how we handle the shit that we doing too, man. Cause I don't think he should have sat his ass in that car going live. I really do think he should have got up out of there. That's just my honest opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I think if he'd have got his ass up out of there, he'd be alive. You know? Hey man, we gotta gonna get into this key real quick, man. We gonna see what this key talking about, man. We gonna let them hear a little something. You feel me? We gonna let them hear a little something. Remo, GBA, Hurricane, man. Listen, man. Um, let y'all hear a little something, man. It's an artist, man, that I'm gonna interview tomorrow, man. He go by the name of Key. Um, it's a relative of my big bro, Professor Remo. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, man, the name of this joint is called Watch Over Me. Let's get into it, man, and see what it's about. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. Let's go. Dancing. Hold on, y'all. You know, you gotta get through the commercial. Gotta get through the commercial. Oh yeah. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. It ain't let me play in the joint. It ain't gonna let me play the joint. Oh, let me mm, 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 mm. What? My bad, y'all. Gotta get it for y'all. You hear that, GBA? I'm sorry to hear that, bro. He said that's how his boy got hit. He was on the live, and the guys got his girl to share his location, and then they hit him up, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
Cam off the Henny.
Okay, Key. Okay, Key. It was decent. It was decent. It was decent. It was decent. He gave me, you know what I'm saying? Look, Kendrick Lamar vibes, though. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. You know, would that be some shit I rock? Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. He got some mood. But you know what I'm saying. We gonna get into because I fuck with the flow like most definitely. Like it's my type of music. It's just like you know that's like some situational listen type shit. But he decent for sure. You feel me? He give me like a Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying, type vibe. You feel me? Like real Kendrick Lamarish. You know what I'm saying? You know. He said the only thing I know is to make a I know it's to make a plate. I do my best cooking when I'm hungry. He say, man, the house fan ain't working, dog, but about to go outside for this hot night. Man, listen, man. Listen, stay hydrated, man. Stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Man. You know, I got a fan, man, but I don't really I ain't even got my fan on. You know, when I'm in here, man, I got all these lights on me and shit. It be hot, but you know, I suffer through it sometimes. You know, I might have my little towel or whatever, but I like the heat, man. You know what I'm saying? That heat, man. That's how we eat, man. That's our energy, man. We gotta get in tune. Listen, man. Y'all gotta get back in tune with that, man. You know, we got to start going back outside and grounding and becoming one with nature. You know what I'm saying? Go take your shoes off, man. Go stand in the grass. You know, sun gaze. You know what I'm saying? Go get a tan. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. Hey y'all, I'm waiting on November. Hold on, man. Let me thump on the government real quick. Hurricane front and center. Hurricane front and center. General, where you at? So in November, y'all. First of all, what's the name of it? Is it the James Webb Telescope? I think that's the name of the damn telescope. So we talked about this, but you know, I didn't get off into it. But like, so in November, these aliens is supposed to be coming. Now, you know, we got like a hurricane say you think it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the US with holograms and shit like that. Ooh. But the real question is, how do they know what the hell these people, how they know they black and 6, 7 feet tall? I mean 7 feet tall though. That's what I want to know. How were they able to give a vivid description of these beings that's coming here if they ain't never been here? Unless they already was here, left and told their ass they was coming back. I'm just asking. I don't know. Or was they looking through the James Webb Telescope and they eyed in on them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. He said, I like the sun too. Yeah, man, facts though, man. That but grounding yourself, engaging, and that's how you recharge too, man. A lot of people don't know, man. That's how you recharge. He said, try hanging ice from the fan. Oh shit. In like a plastic bag and put your feet in the bag, stone cold, baby. You a fool, man. Oh my goodness. He gonna say you about to try that, Jordan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know they said in November, Jordan, the people supposed to be coming. He said I had that also, the aliens. He said we gotta oh shit, what'd you say? He said we gotta get in, we got in a pod somewhere in a black site. Yeah. He said hope what'd you say, Jordan? Hope so something unique needs to happen. Tell our cousins to come on. And I've been seeing all type of AI shit, right? And on these AI generators, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy is, you know what I'm saying? They come down here and they was like, man, you feel me? You know, we left them, we left our people here as a gift for you, and y'all been mistreating this gift. You know what I'm saying? So we come back to, you know what I'm saying, to take our gift back from you. And the gift, I guess, was us. And so they coming to take us back or whatever the case. But this was some AI shit. But it was just wild, man. It was just, I also think, man, then you got some white folks, man. I'm talking about, man, is just mutilating their body, man, trying to turn into these so-called Anunnakis, man, shaving their teeth, dyeing their eyeballs black, cutting off their noses, all type of crazy shit these people is doing, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the world, man. What's wrong? Listen, so you mean to tell me you think the fucking defacing yourself and mutilating yourself is gonna save you? If something come down here and they see us and they know how we are, and then they see some shit like that, they gonna instantly zap your ass because they gonna be like you a hostile. You know, because you don't look like what the hell they done came down here and scouted. That's not the good. And to think that you trying to make yourself look like some shit that you ain't never seen. That's crazy. No, it's a no. It's some people currently out here doing that. I just seen the brother who just posted some shit. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, man, this shit is wild. What are these people doing, man? I guess they trying to get in where they fit in before it happened, right? And then you doing all this shit for nothing. He said, cousins, come on. He said, cousins, come, but please, no probe. And then he did too. GBA. Hey, facts, man. He said, cousins, come, but he said, please don't probe it, man, because then he did too much. You a fool, man. You was a fool, GBA. You got me dying, bro. You got me dying. He say, "Is this spaceship that Farrakhan has been talking about all these years?" I don't know. It could be. It could be. I mean, he said, I mean, it's been going. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, brother DC. Yeah, but see, but now they didn't put a date on it now, brother DC. They didn't put a date on it. They didn't put a date on it, man. You feel me? If you like it, then you gotta put a ring on it. If you like it, all right, okay, maybe that wasn't. All right, okay, all right. But they didn't put a date on it though, man. You know what I'm saying? Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. You know what I'm talking about? Is that I was low key about to talk about this on live stream. What the aliens coming? Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. Shit. Y'all think, man? That's another thing we gonna dump on the stupidity of humanity. Why do we have to be so fucking? Come on, man. Come on, man. And why? First of all, this is what ask yourself. Let's just say because I do believe in other species and other beings, you know, being prevalent and heavily residing throughout this uh uh uh, uh multiverse of reality that we in, right? But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want to come fuck with. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna say it just like that. I wouldn't want to come down here to do nothing with nobody on this planet, bro. And then look, we gotta think about this too, y'all. We always talking about how they're an advanced civilization. They might not be that damn advanced. You know, if they in another place or another multiverse, you know, that shit is just innate for them to be able to travel and do shit like that. You feel me? It might be a whole fucking group of dumb aliens out here, right? Like, let's think about this for a minute. Like everything that's out there can't be fucking super intelligent because they travel on spaceships. That's fucking preposterous. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they from a different part and that's how they travel, that's how the fuck they travel. That's how they get around. This shit. They might have accidentally found their way to us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speaking. He said, I think the Amish people see more than we know as they live off land and might have been getting snatched up a year. Or those Amish people might be flourishing because of this. And because they might have built a relationship with these people because they live off the land and off grid and outside and don't do certain things and they pure. You know, we never know. Yeah, November this year. Yeah, they said it's supposed to happen November of this year. Yeah. Yeah. He said, I heard it's supposed to be an object. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. But then they say it's already an object inside of our solar system and they can't tell what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said, what if aliens been watching us through mirrors? Well, shit. What you think the water is, brother? Can't you see yourself in the water? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we encompass in listen, even if you go from a spiritual or biblical or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if you just use your common sense, shit, the shit, water fall from the sky and it's already on the ground. You feel? So the mirror is the water. And then you got to think about it. You know, water intensifies and magnifies as well. You know what I'm saying? And if this planet is covered by majority of water, you can only imagine the magnetism or a lens if you got the right type of, you know what I'm saying, proper functioning technology to see things. You never know. You never know. And you know, it's what they call that shit, science fiction, man. Hey, it's possibilities out here, man. It's a numerous of possibilities out here. He said, I think they will try to hurt them. Mm, mm. He said, we're the dumb aliens. We're not of this planet. And that could be true as well, Remo. A lot of people don't like to factor that part in. That could be true as well. He said, if they come to the hood, the UFA getting GTA 5. GPA a fool. All right, GPA 5, they gonna zap y'all ass. Y'all better leave them folks alone. He said, I think they been here too. You know what I'm saying? Facts, man. He said that George Clinton TV special about aliens when they came back, when they came back to get us back in the day, about to hit different in a minute. Hey, you never know, man. Professor says, what other species will destroy the planet they live on? The Anunnaki. He said it'll be the day to see water frame upwards. Yeah, man. To rain upwards. Yeah. Hey, and then, you know, Remo, shit, it's probably other civilizations, shit, you know what I'm saying, that destroyed their planet. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you gotta think about this too. Like a lot of the shit that we did to get to this point where we are now, it took some time to realize that we were destroying our planet, right? And then once we realized it, we tried to take the suitable proficiencies and shit, you know what I'm saying, to prevent it. Do you question? Do you guys think all those aerosol sprays and the ozone layer? Do you guys think that that shit could have been put in place as possible protection, not only from the sun, but from things from to keep things from coming in? You know what I'm saying? Because we already can't get out. We already locked in. But a lot of the things that we do to destroy this earth, this earth, and all the fucking plastic and pollution that we doing to the waters. Ain't no wonder why they coming about the water. Shit. They trying to get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm just saying, they like, damn, we was like, damn, like, how did they get to this? I'm just asking questions, I'm just, letting my mind wander. But end of the day, man, listen. Support each other, man. Stop kicking each other when we down. And if a person is down, and you seeing them get kicked on, don't be the next person to kick on them. You feel me? Try to uplift. Try to extend your cable toe. Try to pull your brother or your sister up. Not by the bootstrap neither. Grab their hand. Reach out. Stretch out. Pull them up. Pulling nobody up by a bootstrap. You tried that shit once before with Dr. King. You feel? Moral of the day, man. Fight. 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 And don't live in your regrets. Because if you live in your regrets, you can become stagnant. Yeah, we want you to record that data. We want you to intake that data. We want you to realize and understand that, okay, well, it's a better way to doing things. Maybe let's not do that way no more. You know what I'm saying? We got to. We got to. And stop letting the government, man, feed us this mindless bullshit. I want to, and we dump on my people one more time, man, bro. We got to stop this, bro. We have to stop this, man. A lot of this shit is madness, bro. I'm talking about from the violence to what they put out here in the media, and we perpetuate. And don't get me wrong, I like talking about some of this craziness, right? But just talk about it as awareness, as an awareness, not as in some shit really coming in November and we need to pay. Like, cause ain't no preparing for that. And for the government to be just that blatant and we're putting it out, I don't think that shit's gonna happen. Queen is in the building. What's going on, Miss Vanna? Pulling up late. It's Juju Al. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't. You gonna say, bro, Professor Remo, did the aliens train you? If you count my you stupid, man. Y'all is crazy. He said, I think the sprays might be weakening the shield we have as a planet defense. Right, yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. He say, fight when you get tired. You fight some more. Facts, man. What we got to do. What our aliens, and I believe that. I believe that. I tell people all the time that I believe it's beings living inside of the sun. You know, I do. I tell people all the time about that, man. It was a book that I read a long time ago, man. And that's why I always talk about that transmuting or that transfiguration thing in that environment to level 3, 4, and 5 humans. It's supposed to come to a point where that when we evolve to these level 3, 4, 5 humans, things started happening and things started changing for us, and we supposed to be able to harness the sun of the power without, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Without it burning us, without, like, we can go up there and literally just take what we need because it's an infinite source of energy and just bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But, that's some spooky shit. You feel me? I don't want to get too spooky on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too spooky. And I can't even remember the name of this damn book, bro. Man, and I read this book when I was a shorty, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even remember the author, man. That's crazy, bro. I hate that. And then a lot of, and so many books that I done lost too, man. Me thump on that too, man. If y'all got information and books out here, do not give that shit out to nobody. Don't loan nobody shit. If they want to come and partake in your library, tell they ass to come here like the library and sit down and read this book. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to make copies, I got a photocopy machine right here, and I need 20 cents a copy. And that way you can copy the whole damn book and you take it home because the pages, because you can't take my book. I'm tired of information running away from me, man, because you're trying to let other people grow. I'm tired of that shit. Why? That's another, stop on that. Why do people don't know how to respect your shit? You beg me for this book. You beg me for this information. You beg me for this. I get it to you. I give it to you. The next thing you know how to treat it. Or I ask for it back. Oh, man. What? Oh, man. That ain't how life work, man. That ain't how life work, man. But see, but within that, they teach you that everything is a lesson, man. You gotta know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to take it, man. That's it. That's all. Hey, listen, man. I tried this new vertical stream, man. I might keep trying it, man. I probably won't do it for tomorrow interview. I probably will keep it go back to the old format. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, to see what we can do. But yeah, but I like this, man. It's supposed to bring more people in the building. So hopefully, man, a few people didn't sync the stream and like what we got going on here on Bearded Conversation, man, and come on back and join the family. So we probably gonna be participating in doing this a lot, man. I think I like this. I like this type stream. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we having a great night, Miss Vanna. He said I'm still trying to figure out if we can, what's that say? Okay, you meant to say harness solar energy. He said yet still can't drill past a certain point in the ground. Mm. Mm. He say facts. Don't loan out Twister Adrenaline Rush and Bone East 1999. You ain't got them CDs back yet, have you? Hell no. And you ain't gonna get them back. You ain't gonna. And what's crazy is, this is the crazy part though, y'all. When I was giving out my books and shit to people, bro, and then you ask motherfucker if they read it, bro. You ain't read the book. Get my fucking book back, bro. Now you can't find it. Crazy, bro. Crazy. He said because they don't have shit of their own worth respecting. That could be it too. But something, because I didn't gave some shit out to some people who really, who I thought was, what I'm saying? It don't always be that case, and I do know certain things happen, Don't get me wrong. I do know certain things happen. So GBA said, yeah, the verse string shows up in YouTube short sections, so it gets faster attention versus desktop. That's why I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm I'm gonna try this verse stream, man. I'm gonna try this verse stream thing and keep pushing that, man, and see if we can get some more family up here in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, shit, this is the first time, you know what I'm saying, I didn't win verse stream. So man, hopefully shit, man, we can get about 200 more new subs in the motherfucking building. Yeah. Yeah, man, give me my book back, man. You feel me? He said, then you give it back all beat up. Yeah, come on, man, just disrespectful. We can't not even that. I do you one better. I done gave a book to a motherfucking man, and he didn't wrote all in the book when I got the damn book back. You feel me? I'm talking about, man, and put notes and all type. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? You done wrote in my shit and put paragraphs and shit in my book like it's your book. Now I'm trying to reread my book or go back to my book for source references and shit, and my fucking mind is focused on the shit that you done wrote all over my book. Now, I ain't never got gun between the pages. Like, motherfucker just gonna have to find me another copy of it. All that ketchup stain and gun. Nah, motherfucker gonna have to just buy me another copy. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. Yes, bro. I'm talking about bro that wrote all through my shit, bro. He say, wow, Bearded, not the notes trying to add up shit. Yeah, bro. I'm talking about wrote all in the book, bro. You might have well thought the motherfuckers was footnotes. For real. You might have thought the motherfuckers was footnotes, man. The way a motherfucker wrote all in my book, man. I'm like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro. I hate, man. Yeah, we can't be loaning this shit out. He say my favorite book was Old Yeller. Until Old Yeller got put down. Oh man. That was a good movie too, man. I fuck with Old Yeller. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never read that book though. I ain't never read Old Yeller book. But I fuck with the movie, man. That was a dope ass movie about that dog. You know what I'm saying? Kind of touched my heart. You know what I'm saying? Kind of touched my heart. Whoa, CPS student get 5 years for bringing a machine gun to school, but he won't serve any actual prison time. What the fuck? Please don't be Chicago. Please don't be Chicago. A former Chicago public school student has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for bringing a loaded machine gun to school, but he is not expected to spend any time in actual prison. Marquise Terry, 20, pled guilty of possession of a machine gun in exchange for a sentence from a judge, Kenneth Waters. However, after receiving a variety of sentencing credits, Terry is not expected to spend any time in prison. Y'all is kidding me. As the case began March 20 of 2024, when Terry was 19, was sent home from a field trip with his classmate at Association House High School, 1116 North Kinsey in Humboldt Park. A Chicago Police Department arrest report said Terry was sent home from the outing in an Uber for disruptive behavior that prosecutors said involving smoking marijuana. That afternoon, the school principal searched Terry's locker expecting to find more marijuana. Instead, prosecutors said the principal opened a backpack and discovered a loaded 45 caliber Glock pistol with an extended magazine and a switch device, an illegal attachment that allows the pistol to generate automatic gunfire. Police said the gun had been reportedly stolen from Henderson, Kentucky. What the fuck? According to prosecutors, the switch and extended magazine substantially increased the weapon's destructive capacity. CPT officers secured the weapon and arrested Terry later that day at his home. Court records show Terry was already on juvenile probation for aggravated vehicular hijacking in Illinois and on parole in Indiana for felony resisting. Terry's 5-year sentence will be automatically reduced to 50% for good behavior under the state law. He also earned 900 days of credit towards his sentencing while being in the county jail and participating in programs over the past 17 months, according to court records. The day before Terry's arrest, Mayor Brandon Johnson administration announced a lawsuit against Glock, alleging the company has failed to redesign its weapons despite knowing they can be converted into machine guns with inexpensive illegal devices. Man, if you don't get your goof ass, so you mean to tell me you trying to sue Glock because of that? Let me tell you something, man. I just read some shit yesterday about a boy that had a 3D printer that was printing out his damn gun parts. That ain't got shit to do with Glock. How did, first of all, y'all, and then Cito come up here and say, well, shit, they doing it with housing and shit, right? The 3D printing. So I go and look it up. Yeah, how they land the like, bro, this shit is scary. Like, dump on the fucking government, right? Let's get on their ass. All these fucking bullshit ass laws that they put in place. But you mean to tell me y'all let a motherfucker create a machine that I ain't even got to go buy no gun? I don't even have to go into a store and purchase a gun. I can get some shit and make every piece to this motherfucker in my house. Come on, man. Yeah, the ghost gun. Yeah. Come on, man. But our mayor want to sue Glock. Talking about because they not making and check this shit out. Guess what? If every fucking gun factory make they guns not compatible with these switches, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna figure it out. Somebody gonna figure out how to get around it, like they always do. Or it's gonna be a new attachment to make that shit happen. That's facts. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna figure it out. I guarantee you, somebody will figure it out. GBA says, I used to have a 45 one till the law made them illegal. Still got my AR though. Hey, you can have an AR. It's the handguns that they don't want us with. Look, and I'm like, please don't be Chicago. God damn. Well, they said they ain't locking the man up. And shit like, I believe shit like that, man. Like, he a menace. Give his ass a couple of years. Sit his ass down. You still got to buy ammo though, unless you get a press. You know what, Remo? Motherfuckers about they got presses for pills. They out here pressing their own pills. What makes you think a motherfucker get a press to make their own bullets, bro? This shit is real out here. He said, yeah, the shoulder attachment for pistols, they trying to hit for 5 to 15 in my state. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, y'all. Louisville woman shot and killed walking her child to school bus stop. Police in Kentucky are searching for a suspect who shot a woman dead at a school bus stop. It happened around 8 a.m. Wednesday in Louisville Metro. Oh my God. The Louisville Metro Police Department said, adding this to the Facebook page, that the suspect was detained, but after being interviewed and reviewing more video, we determined this person was there but did not pull the trigger. The victim was identified by her family as Rhodesia Williams, 23. Police posted 2 pictures of someone in a red sweatshirt and dark sweatpants with dark shoes, and investigators are looking to speak to them. This shit, woman is gunned down. This is crazy, man. The shooting happened near Chestnut Street, Family YMCA, Coleridge Taylor Montessori Elementary School, Central High School, and several bus stops. That's crazy, bro. He said the child the woman was with was not injured. Several children were at the bus stop and witnessed the deadly shooting. Mm. It is unexpectable. It is unacceptable that people simply trying to go to school must fear their safety. Chief Paul Humphrey says, according to the TV station. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office will release the name of the victim once the next of kin has been properly notified. A spokesperson told for the department told Fox in the News Digital. This is crazy. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call the anonymous tip line 502-574-LMPD or use anonymous crime tip line. Like, come on, man. A fucking woman, a little girl, bro, taking a shorty to school. And speaking of no self-defense laws, same shit going on and with the little boy, man, with the Carmelo Anthony. Uh, God, it's crazy. Crazy, man. Listen, this mm-mm. It might not be so bad to get the fuck up off this planet, man, and leave people here. You know? It just might not be, man. When woman chopped up her cash cow girlfriend into 13 pieces after she tried moving away, then spent years living as her what the DA. Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. A Georgia woman has been arrested allegedly murdering her girlfriend, chopping her up into 13 pieces, hiding her hands, feet, and head somewhere while burning the rest of her remains on the street corner after the victim tried leaving her, prosecutors say. The case is crazy. The case involved, this case involves what are just horrific facts, said Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis at a press conference on Wednesday, where she announced the arrest of Angel Thompson after nearly 2 decades of knowing who killed 24-year-old Nicole Austin. And this happened a while ago. So they're just not bringing it back to the forefront. So this happened back in 2007. Deputies responded to a report of suspicious black bed that was on fire and burning at the corner of Whitfield Road and Citrus Road in Hogansville. Inside was Austin's torso and other parts of her. When they found the body, it was cut. Willis said they found 13 pieces of her body. They were not able to identify her. She explained to reporters the reason they were not able to identify her body is because until this day, we still have not been able to find her hands, feet, or her head. That's crazy. The case was revealed by local authorities in 2023. The DNA evidence was sent to Innovative Forensics Investigation in Virginia and Gene Laboratories in Texas for analysis. The results handed over to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation Crime Lab on December the 13th, 2023. Authorities confirmed that the remains belonged to Austin, who had moved to Georgia from Manhattan, New York to start her life, according to Willis and Austin's mother, Sylvia Austin. That's crazy, bro. That's You say no gun crime over here, luckily, but knives are a problem. Knives and swords, yeah, man. Just like them boys, man. Chase that little black boy down, man, and cut him up with them swords. I read that story. So, and you gotta think about that shit. So people, y'all gotta stop this bullshit though, because if they take away the guns and there ain't no guns, and the police is the only one with the guns, you ain't gonna want that. You ain't gonna want that. No, don't do that, Jordan, because guess what? Then if it ain't guns, guess what it's gonna be? It's gonna be some other shit. Like she say, ain't no guns over there. But shit, I bet you motherfucker get stabbed every 10 minutes. I bet you. I bet you. They ain't gonna do shit but replace one vice for another vice. That's all we do. And then, so the beginning of this shit, why you think they gave us the right to bear arms? The Constitution was supposedly made by regular folk who just happened to stand up and get political positions to fight against, you know what I'm saying? But it's bullshit, man. Bullshit, man. You ain't woke up to this yet, y'all. We ain't gonna never wake up to it, man. We ain't gonna never wake up to it. Brother GBA says, what do you think at DC? He says relocation of homeless, and they are little possessions they have. I ain't hear about that. I haven't heard about that. But if they, what do you mean relocating? It's hell. If I'm from that state, God damn it, ain't no relocating. Build up some housing for me, you know. And people be like, man, you know, with the immigrants, fuck that, fuck them. They came over here and opened up shit that's been closed down for years and put them in there. You mean to tell me you couldn't do that for your homeless people that was already over here? How the hell you go to war with a motherfucker and you drop care packages on them? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. And this ain't some shit we all don't know. This is shit we know. Constitution written by a bunch of po-ass white trash. Listen, I ain't knocking nobody, bro. But they was written by, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, not all of them, but the motherfuckers wasn't, bro. They were just like us, bro. And they came together, man, and they fought against the system, right? But then it came to a point where they see that system was could be monetized and money could be made. Man, the motherfuckers ran with it, bro. They ran with it. That's what they did. I'm telling y'all. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with my uncle. Uncle say, man, I'm American, man. You know, we got veterans. We got so my people's there too. But this place ain't fucking, it ain't for us, bro. And the only reason it ain't for us is because we refuse to fight. Now, I ain't saying run from this motherfucker. I ain't saying necessarily run, right? But if we ain't gonna unify and come together to change the situations and shit that go on in our lives, bro, especially with all this bullshit ass killing, because we don't want to tell. That man shouldn't have lost his life, and if he did lose his life, go man. I know a motherfucker know that them boys that killed that shot that man. You know, I'm trying to figure out why this little motherfucker man got a motherfucking 45 Glock caliber with an extended clip, and the motherfucking switch in your locker. But I'm supposed to say, because you went to school while you was in jail and you got into some programs while you was in jail, I'm supposed to let you the fuck back out? Is you stupid? No, I'm gonna sit his little punk ass down and teach him a lesson. Because if he don't learn a lesson, and don't get me wrong, sometimes that shit don't teach nobody nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Jail is not a rehabilitation center. It is a motherfucking dog kennel for humans. And it don't do shit but perpetuate the savage nature that's already in you. Unless you can attach yourself in your mind and you can tell yourself that, look, I'm not going to let this shit succumb or beat me, brother. And don't get me wrong, we get a few brothers that come out and they change. But for the most part, and don't get me wrong, I ain't finna sit here and tell you that motherfucker that did something that's a bad motherfucker, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm against certain things, you know, the rapists and the pedophilia and all that old extra shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know, but it's a lot of motherfuckers in there, man, you know, just made bad choices, bro. You know? Can't knock a motherfucker for that because I didn't did the same thing. You know? It might not internalize in the same way, but I done made a few bad decisions in my life. You know, so have y'all. Everybody in the chat. I guarantee you everybody in this chat did some shit they ain't got no business doing. He say facts, we come together like we did in the Bacon's rebellion. Man, listen, man. We need to come together, period, bro. Period, bro. We need to come together, period, bro. This thing or this reality that we functioning in, bro. Don't get me wrong, man. Yeah, we still have our good times. You know, y'all, we come rock out, we a family, we laugh, you know, we have fun. You know, we still able to go, you know, for the most part, go through our day and do things that we need to do and get back home to our families. But what about the ones that can't? Or what about the family that we got that's in this bullshit? You know? When are we just gonna be like, nah, man, you know what? Fuck this, man. We can't keep doing this. I ain't gonna have this no more. You know? I'm listen, I know this shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know this shit is gonna forever be around. But damn, we can't slow it down. We can't tone it down a little bit, bro. Like a lot of, now don't get me wrong, self-defense, protecting, shit like that, I get, but just this type of shit, bro. You kill a motherfucker for a chain? What if the motherfucking chain wasn't even real? Hmm. Then you know sometimes that make a motherfucker even more madder. Now they want to go out here and get a real, man. This shit, man, the fucking mentality, bro. Bro, it's it's the mentality, bro. They have to take the aliens attacking us for us unionization. He say what? It it'll have to take the aliens attacking us for unification or unionization. But that is that a word? If not for a belief period. I'm sorry, if not for a brief period. Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying, bro. We talked about that. We always come together for a little short time. But shit, after that short, like you know that phrase, I'm just here for a long. What it say? I'm just here for what is it? I'm here for a short time, not a long time. That's how we approach everything. And I noticed that's why these little sayings come up. You know, these little sayings activate shit. You know, the food we eat. Listen, let me tell you something. Oh my goodness, I hate my phone. Man, I seen some shit that was saying, listen, they put the food in you, right? Right? Then they give you the phone, right? Then they get that Wi-Fi to resonate that frequency. Cause you motherfuckers gonna stay in that phone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna put it down. That phone always gonna be close to you. You know what I'm saying? And who knows how much of a signal a motherfucker can resonate from this phone and wants to reach in the parameters of it. So even though your phone ain't in your hand, subconsciously, guess what? That phone is still controlling and telling you what to do. That motherfucker, hey, I'm telling y'all, man, this shit dangerous, bro. This shit gonna bust our heart, bust a brain vessel. This is how they gonna attack. Y'all looking for a fucking mark on your forehead or on your wrist or a chip. This is how they gonna attack. This is how they already attacking. This shit right here. Tablets. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Right, GBA like in the World of Wars movie. Yeah, but that shit didn't last long. Ivana says President Reagan gave a speech to the UN on that. Oh, and it wasn't. I said it was Roosevelt. It was Eisenhower was the president that was in the Behold the Pale Horse book. You know what I'm saying. Hurricane says Reagan did say something about alien invasion in the speech. I remember that. Yes, we are. We are failed people, Uncle P. He said, we can all he said we can all head to the bearded bunker when it starts. Hey man, listen, we don't listen. I'm not man, hold on, facts. GBA says facts. I seen to get he said facts. I seen kids get so emotional when the phone is removed. Man, I just read a story about a little boy that killed his mama because she took his phone. But it ain't about the iPad, baby, bro. We're missing a bigger picture here. They put the poison in you, bro. They put the poison. You know how much metal is in metal and shit is in food? How much metal is in food? Then you activating it or connecting it. Once this is in your hand, then you resonate that energy through that Wi-Fi. And there's one more key component that I missed out of that. I wanted to have a fucking a rabbit hole toxic Tuesday, man. because I had some things that I wanted to play for y'all, and we was gonna, talk about each and every individual thing. But my phone, man, didn't come back to life. Didn't come back to life. Ms. Vanna said I just all my social media about a year back. Free as fuck. Well, me personally, I don't use the social media for that. If it honestly, if it wasn't for me being on this, I probably wouldn't even, be in tune with anything else besides Facebook. I don't frequent that. And the only reason, like, I hear a lot of people say they like to take a break from this space, from the social media. See, so for me, it ain't been that stressful yet because I don't get it. Like, if a motherfucker coming up here, bro, and I really don't want to, now, especially if I don't know you. Now, if I know you, man, I could probably stomach it. You know what I'm saying? We whatever, argue, get the words. But if I don't know you, it's easy for me to just click your ass off the screen and I don't have to be bothered. How do y'all get into it with people in these spaces? It's an idea. It's part of free thinking. How? I'm not mad or anything nobody says. You can get a little emotional and a little excited and the words can come out a little bit, a little bit more forceful. Why I get mad? No. Because guess what? At the end of the day, when this shit get cut off, boom, I'm going to tell y'all I love y'all and I mean it. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. And come back the next day and continue to tell you that I love you and continue to do what we do. So I don't let though, and trust me, man. I know I'm probably gonna see that shit that people talk, but that shit ain't finna bother me, man. I'm trying to gather my family, man. I'm trying to get my family over here, man, so we can be like 300 and Leonidas in them. You feel me? Anything we go at and attack, man, motherfucker gonna know they done been in a battle, a war. And we gonna get what we want. It might not happen in my lifetime, but we gonna get what we want. Need to start, especially us people, man, especially us, man, that's really out here trying to fight and do something, man. Learn how to tap in with yourself. So when this physical go, learn how to guide that energy back into another spirit, man. That's gonna resonate with what you've been doing. See, we look at these fucking quotes and things that we see like know thyself. Maybe it's telling you to know yourself so you can be able to project your energy back into, you know what I'm saying, good physical vessels to carry on some shit, Maybe we need these physical vessels to build what we need to build so that we can be in this realm and our energy form. We don't think about things like that. We write shit off as conspiracy theorists, or we write shit off as it's just like we don't open up our minds and try to expand or broaden our horizons to even see an inkling of a bigger picture. Or a narrative that's not what the fuck we already been seeing. Gunshots outside my window right now. Ridiculous. Now that bunker, Miss Vanna, I don't mind bringing y'all to this bunker, right? Now I'm on my Uncle P shit. That's why I'm streaming vertical. So hopefully we can get, some new people in the building, man, that's gonna want to support. It takes it takes money to get this bunker. You know what I'm saying? It takes money to get this bunker. He said, yeah, I noticed the phone. I look at it during the day, and it always giving me some random notification and draw my attention. Yeah. Hurricane said, I just use social media to spread truth, music, and joke content, and a little bit of gaming. For real talk, I can't wait to leave and start the revolution. Facts, man. Facts. That's facts. Ms. Vanna said, count me in, Hurricane. You say my bunker is called Paradiso. Man, listen, man. My bunker ain't got no name. But you know what's gonna be on the top of my bunker? Get your ass in here. The name of my bunker is get your ass in here. I'm gonna keep it 100. If you want to survive and stay alive, get your ass in here. Ms. Vanna says she love it. She love it, Hurricane. GBA Radio says, well, I figure as smart as humans, I'm sorry. Well, I figure as smart as humans we are, we still not as smart as humans are, we still not found a way to remove the division curse supposedly be cursed by. That's because that shit ain't real. You feel me? Oh yeah, Hurricane. Get your ass in here. That's gonna be what's on top of my bunker. Like on the back in the temples and shit, you know how they had know thyself or something, you know what I'm saying? Fucking divine angelic quote or some shit like that. No, boy, you can't get no more angelic and divine than get your ass in here. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. I don't give a hell where you from, who you are. You understand, get your ass in here. Cause what's outside of here? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all ass better go find out where Mark Zuckerberg at. Fuck that. Let's look up all these, follow their money, man. Let's go look up all these motherfucking rich motherfuckers who got these underground bunkers, y'all. See, Hurricane, mission. That's what we do. We need a scout. We need to send a scout out to find all these motherfucking billionaires, bro, who got these underground bunkers. We need to find out where they at, blueprints, and figure out how to get in. Because when this motherfucker do rock and shake like how it's gonna shake, we need to get into them bunkers. And that's do human shit, because if them aliens come here, but they got shit that's gonna tell if they can fucking space and time, bro, they got shit that can tear the ground up. So hiding in them bunkers, they gonna save us from them. I'll tell y'all that now. And the bunkers ain't for the aliens. The bunkers is for the humans. You feel me? You gonna need some different shit for them aliens. I don't know what you're gonna need, but you're gonna need some different shit for them aliens. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Vanna says time to get ready for work here. At least it's Friday. Yeah, I gotta get to work in the morning too, man. We're gonna get ready to shut it down in a minute. You have a great night too, man, and have a great morning, man. And again, man, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, and good evening, good evening, good evening. You know what I'm saying? To all my beautiful people, man, superheroes and Beardonians, man. You say you've been on it since 2009? Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. GBA says, I think they got hidden bunks in desert regions under all that set. Man, they got them everywhere, bro. They got them everywhere, bro. That's why I say we need a covert op motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? Find out, you know what I'm saying, where each one of these bunkers is at. Because you know, you ain't getting in them bunkers. And hell, I'm finna tell you, they ain't even finna let all their family in them damn bunkers. All right, Queen. Have a good day at work, baby. They ain't even finna let all their own damn family in them bunkers. It might be 6 motherfuckers in the whole underground city. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, make sure y'all go checking out that top 15 too on my boy Hurricane channel, man. Go check out, especially if you're into anime and DC and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Comic books, man. Make sure y'all go check them top 15s out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listen, y'all, man, listen. We gotta wake up as a people, man. We gotta do better. The arc with the ships. He say, what did he say? He say, remember that movie 2012? Yeah. He say that hopefully in early Friday, how they finish at work. You be finished by noon, huh? But yeah, man, like shit, yeah. But again, we still listen, we still ain't gonna defeat them unless we come together. So at the end of the day, it don't matter what the fucking problem is. You know what I'm saying? The solution is together, you know. And I ain't gonna sit here and say whether it's for 5 or 10 minutes. The fucking end goal is to be together for to ride this wave the rest on out. They say fighting off neighbors like Twilight Zone episode. You know what I'm saying? The $1 billion ticket. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need, man. We need that. We need to know where these bunkers at and shit, bro. Cause me personally, if they didn't build them joints with the intention on helping out humanity or saving humanity, which of course we know the fuck they didn't. We know these bunkers were just built for certain, you know what I'm saying, individuals. But yeah, man, they shouldn't have them. They shouldn't have them at all. Well, we know how that is, right? Listen, man. I want to give a big shout out to everybody, man. That participating in the voting for my son, man, for athlete of the year. I want to tell everybody thank you once again. You know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna continue to tell them thank you. You know, so so now he got to stay in the top 10. So top 10, you know, we got 6 days. He beat the second round. The second round, first round, he had to make it to the top 20 through y'all help. He made it. First round, I'm sorry. To the top 20, he made it. Second round, he had to make it to the top 15. He made it with all y'all support. Now he got to make it in the top 10. He's currently 8th. So listen, man, I got a link in the chat. I'm finna post up here. And I would like for everyone, man, please, 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 man, help my son win Athlete of the Year, man. It comes with a Sports Illustrated. It comes with athlete. It's featured in a 3-brand ad in a Sports Illustrated, and he takes home $25,000. You know what I'm saying? So so that's 25 that can go towards his school, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody's support. And again, he did tell y'all thank you a couple days ago. I'm gonna have him come on, man, and tell y'all, and tell y'all thank you in person and get his ass up here, for all y'all contributions and voting. And listen, man, on this site, y'all can vote. We can vote every day, y'all. We get 1 free vote every day. So again, that's the link, you know what I'm saying? And every day that I go on, I'm gonna be pushing it. That's the link right there. That I got on the screen, man. Y'all can hit that. Go vote for my son, please, please, please. You know what I'm saying? For the Athlete of the Year. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And he does as well. So, man, let's get that going, man. Let's help keep him moving this thing forward. Like I say, man, the family, man, we didn't push them through the first 2 rounds. Round 3, top 10. Like I say, man, let's keep them in the top 10, y'all. And man, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna wind down too. It's gonna wind down. He gotta move up eventually from the bottom to the top spot. So, man, man, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hit that link, man. And like I say, support my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? You said, what do you think about deportation of U.S. prisoners to different countries for imprisonment? Uh, Now that I don't believe in. if you from the United States, right? I believe, damn man, if you from the United States, I think you should be held in prison here, unless the crime was of terrorism or like you know what I'm saying? Just shit. When I say terrorism, killing 10, 20, 30 people type shit. You feel me? If you ain't done none of that, man, no, I don't think we should be deporting our peoples to other countries, man, because we already know what's gonna happen with that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see them peoples again, man. You ain't gonna see them peoples again. If that shit happen, we ain't gonna see them peoples again. So no. And then I heard that Trump trying to do, so next after he get rid of, what I'm saying, well, after he deport so many illegals, aliens, as he say, the next thing he gonna do is he gonna start working on these gangs that's in the cities. That's in our cities across America. You know what I'm saying? And what he's gonna do with them is that he wants to deport them to these foreign country prisons, and also people who get caught with drugs. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to pass a law that's considered terrorism. And if it's terrorism, they gon' group that in to, like you said, GBA, and moving these people that's from here into these other countries. He said, "Let's go, let's help them up there." Yeah, the way he said that way, when I grab the magazine, I can mail it to him for an autograph. Yeah, facts, man. Hey, man, big up to GBA for that. Yeah, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, listen. Right now, man, I fuck around, listen. While y'all playing, I'll fuck around, go ahead and have him take some headshots and put his signature on them bitches, you feel me? Start handing them out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, man. But we got to get some little bit more meat on him, a little bit more toughness, man. And of course, man, we got to check out, see how his high school career gonna go, man, and see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? I already told him, man, listen, trying to go D1. Oh man, also check this out, y'all. I might have a high school coaching opportunity. I forgot to call him, man, when I got here today. But don't worry about it. I will call him tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? One of my boys' school, man. He go to a new school that didn't open up, and they don't have a football coach. And they need a football coach. He said they got new equipment and everything, but they just don't have a coach. So I got to call him in today, but I will be calling him in tomorrow, man. Tomorrow evening before I go live, and seeing if I can touch bases with the man. I forgot to do it. Man, a lot of shit be just slipping my mind, y'all. I don't know why, and I don't, man. I don't know, man. It's just that spirit of procrastination, man. That spirit of procrastination is a motherfucker, you know. And man, it makes it seem like, man, you don't be moving and you ain't working towards shit, man. I got to get out of that. Got to get out of that, man. I got to get out of that. But yeah, man, I might have an opportunity, man, to coach some high school football, y'all. Might have an opportunity to coach some football high school. So I'm gonna hit that man up, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow evening, man, and see what that's, you know what I'm saying, see what that's about. See if I gotta get a teaching certificate or something like that. If so, shit, instantly go enroll in a class online. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta do that, hopefully I ain't gotta go through that. But if I do, shit, you know what I'm saying? If it get offered to me, if I got to do that, most definitely, man, I'm gonna get my ass online and register for the. I forgot what it's called because I looked it up before. You know what I'm saying, in order to be into the school and teach and shit like that. So if I got to get that degree, or that little certificate, I'll most definitely get it. But yeah, man, I think I might have an opportunity to coach some high school football, man. And if I do, y'all, man, y'all just don't know, man. I'm gonna ride this motherfucking wave until I can't ride a wave no more, y'all. And I don't even like water. You hear me? I don't like the water for nothing. But I'm gonna ride this motherfucking wave. If I can get in the door here, oh yeah. Yes, sir. Facts. Facts. Mm-hmm. And I stay linked in with Coach Ricky, and I get all this kids. Oh, y'all better stop playing. I got it. I got it locked in. You feel me? I got it locked in. Yeah, Uncle P, that would be dope, Uncle P, man. Thank you, Jordan. That's what's up, man. know what I'm saying? So, man, man, y'all just don't know, man. Coaching high school football, bro. I know it ain't the NFL, you feel me? You know, but for me, that's the NFL right now, you know? Yeah, that's the NFL for me right now. You know, I do shit. I do a little 5 to 7 year run. You know what I'm saying? Win me a championship or two or a conference. Who they ass up in the division? Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, it's a start to the path. Yeah, yes, sir, GBA. Now I just said that because man. But listen, man, listen. Listen. If I can get this high school coaching football, this football high school football coaching job, man. Listen, that's the start. That's the start to greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the start to greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting out there, especially, man, with some older guys that want to get it, man. If they want to get it, man, and oh my goodness. And I'm telling you, man, I ain't shit nice. And if I can get them boys to be ain't shit nice like me, oh yeah, we gonna tear the city up, y'all. We gonna tear the city up. You hear me? Gonna tear the city up. He said, I sent the flyers to the beer game. Okay. Oh, damn, you done did the boy, look at my professor already working. Let me see. I'm finna go look at it right now. Yeah, y'all, but don't forget to vote for my son, man. High school athlete of the year. You know what I'm saying? Um, Uncle P says making a direct impact with our youth is a great thing. Yeah, 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 man. And then helping out a motherfucker and saving somebody, man. Uncle P, that's really my biggest turnaround from out of this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily that I'm helping. It's well, of course, with my help, but just the fact that I'm able to, potentially help these kids live their dream, man. Oh, that's dope. Hey, that's dope. I like that. I prefer. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, man, that's dope. Yeah, man. Okay. I see you, Remo, out here in these streets. Yeah, that's dope. Oh, let me see it. Can I see that? Damn, nah, they probably can't even see it. Hate that. Yeah, they'll see it tomorrow. Because it's gonna be the thumbnail. They'll see it tomorrow. That's dope. That's dope. I like it. Professor. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it, man. But yeah, y'all. So make sure y'all be in the building tomorrow, man. We got a special guest, man. Go by the name of Key. He will be our musical guest for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Professor, make sure you in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need you to ask them hard questions too. he say, um, I coached T-ball in the spring for the youth at the YMCA. We went to the finals, lost by 2 this year, ages 7 and 11. Damn. But yeah, I coach you football right now, man. I coach 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9 year olds. Well, the 7 and 8 year olds rather. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might have been turning 9 in the spring, but come fall season at the end of August, which the spring season just passed. They move up to 10U. But yeah, man, shit, I've been coaching football, bro. Let me see, my oldest son, 22. Ooh, then at 12, 13 years. Mm-hmm. Yup. Shit, I done coached small fry basketball. You know what I'm saying? I done coached Park District basketball, was youth league basketball. So yeah, now I don't just do football. I do basketball too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I like doing this, man. I like helping the kids out, man. You know, especially when they ain't got nobody around them, man, and they need something. Man. Shit, why not, man? And then hell, I got enough kids. Shit, guess what? Shit, it don't even bother me. It don't even bother me. I don't even see how people. Like you said, Uncle P, we have failed. But guess what, y'all, man? We a family though, we still a family over here, man. And we got, people like Hurricane, we got Uncle P, GBA Radio, Professor, myself. We out here trying to move the needle, man. We out here trying to, build greatness and make greatness happen for our people. So as long as we continue, we keep that energy resonating and moving forward, man, and don't give up and stay convicted and commitment in the cause. You know what I'm saying? Of the melanated movement, melanated power movement. You feel me? Man, I believe we can get somewhere, you know. And if I happen to get knocked off, I don't need no mourning or no crying. Shit, if I get knocked off, man, the 30 of their ass better get knocked off. Got to get out that fear shit. The only way to overcome fear, because guess what, man? If we run up in that motherfucker right now, man, and kill every motherfucker in there, bro. If we had access and we can get in that bitch, what can they do? They can't do shit, bro. They can't do shit, bro. What they gonna say? Kill him? Nah, what you mean? Hell no, we done wrote this shit up. We taking control of this shit. But guess what? Now we got to think about this. If you run in there and you do that shit, right, and you take the shit over, how you gonna get them to rock with you? Because now, if we take some shit over, these other countries and outside sources gonna be like, look how they fighting within. Oh, we can go over there and take over. Oh, them motherfuckers mad. They put them through so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they'll be happy to link up with us to try to get their shit back. We got to look at all variables of this shit, man. We talk about a revolution, Hurricane, but we need them think tanks before we start activating shit. We got to plan this shit out light years ahead. You know how we say they do, like how we say they plan 10, 20, 30 steps ahead? No, we have to plan fucking eons ahead. And we have to work out the probability and statistics and ratio of each situation and run them bitches through a simulator or through a supercomputer that we didn't build 100 times and see what type of results we come up with, man. We need access to that type of shit. We need access to supercomputers so we can run our own analysis on situations and see how the outcomes will come. You know what I'm saying? We need to generate our own fucking AI. MAI, melanated artificial intelligence, goddamn it. We need to, that's what we need to be doing to combat the shit that's coming forth in the future. We need not only and the other day I know we talked about investing and shit like that, and that's cool. Like, yeah, we can invest in that shit, but and we can make money off of that shit, right? Yeah, that's cool. But if they come and just take it and say, oh no, you can't get shit, like, yeah, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We don't know how to program. We don't know nothing binary, nothing mechanical, nothing electrical. And the ones that do, guess where they going? This shit gonna start all over again. They gonna write that motherfucking so-called transatlantic slave trade off, right? And they gonna start a whole new line of this shit, man. I'm telling you, man. That's if they don't leave your ass here on this motherfucking planet. We ain't never thought about why motherfuckers are so adamant about leaving this fucking planet. Maybe they knew something was coming. Maybe they got some records. Let me stop, boy. Let me stop playing with y'all, man. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. He say, wait for the door to close. he say, then we'll take over. I called dibs on 15. Wow. Damn, hey, Professor say, damn, GBA, you really want all them problems, man? Yeah, man, I don't know if I can do the 15 Ys, my boy. Give me about good 4, 5. That's about it. I don't really need that many, man. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that shit because you threw out the 15 number, man. You feel me? Just give me 2, man. I only need no more than 2. I only need 2. I just need 1. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're going to get tired of all their ass. You know what I'm talking about? Get tired of all their ass, man. But yeah, man, listen, man. We got to listen. If it is some shit coming in November, y'all, and I ain't trying to start no fucking mass hysteria or fucking, panic or nothing like that, man. If it is something coming in November, guess what, man? You got the power within you to stop any fucking thing, man. Know that. Know that. Know that. You know what I'm saying? Got the power within you to stop anything. And if it's meant for you to get gone or perish, shit, you just gonna perish. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, shit. Who knows? But anyway, man, listen, man, I love spending time with y'all tonight, man. Listen, all my beautiful people, superheroes and Beardonians, man. I love spending time with y'all tonight, man. We done went an hour over tonight. Peace and blessings to y'all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Tonight was Thumpin' Thursday. Tomorrow we do got a special guest by Key. Will be in the building, man. So make sure y'all tuning in for Bearded Studios, 9 to 12. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the brother comes in and give us a good conversation and a good insight into the life of Key. You know what I'm saying? So we will be welcoming that brother. Man, y'all, man, let me know how y'all like this virtual stream, shit, man. Excuse me. It didn't get too wild. You know what I'm saying? A few people came on. We had a little troll in the chat, but he really didn't say too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? A few people had came on in the beginning of the stream and fell off, but that was cool. So we're gonna try to push this more on the vertical stream side, man, and see what we can get and see who we can conjure. So I'm letting all my moderators know, Jordan, GBA Radio, Uncle P, Professor Remo, that I will be trying to stream vertical a little bit more often. And when we get this, and when we do these vertical streams, y'all gonna have to be busy. When y'all in the chat, like if y'all don't, I know how you is. Sometimes we gonna give motherfucker a little free, we gonna give motherfucker a little rope. You feel me? Give a little rope, let them hang themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because especially all my standard moderators, y'all can put motherfuckers on timeout, drop them and all that. The only reason I really don't like doing all that type of shit though is because it makes it difficult for all y'all to come back into the stream. You know what I'm saying? When I go live the next day, now y'all got to sign in, log in, and all that shit once we ban the motherfucker from the studio. It makes it difficult. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, we going to try to, give motherfucker enough rope to hang themselves before we just instantly go into that. But I just want to let all my moderators know that that's the type of traffic that we might get. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know who's going to come in. You know what I'm saying, with the family when we go live on the vertical screen, because it pushes, like GBA said, it pushes us into the shorts. So, and don't get me wrong, man, I didn't got a good some good responses off my shorts. You know what I'm saying? And in the little clip. So, hopefully, man, like I say, man, we can get some more people in the building, man, and become family over here, man, and that can generate some positive energy over here on Bearded Conversation, man. Hey, with that being said, man, y'all know what it is, man. I'm gonna leave y'all like how I came to you, man. Through all the rubbish and through all the bullshit and through all the, you know what I'm saying, hard times, man, that we go through and that we may suffer in the trauma and the psychosis that we've been through, man. Listen, keep trying, keep pushing, keep going, man. Like Cito say, man, learn how to love the ones that love you, and you ain't never been richer in your life than you are right now. You know what I'm saying? And each one teach one. But like I always say, man, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, y'all. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life that we all should be mastering. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time for those in the back that don't be paying attention, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, y'all. And like I say every day, man, we gonna sprinkle a little E40 on top of that thing, a little support. Because a little support go a long, 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 long way, man. Hey, and like Roscoe, people said, man, hey, if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, we love you here on Bearded Conversation, man. And that's facts, man. Like I tell y'all, man, without y'all, it wouldn't be no us here on Bearded Conversation, man. Big shout out to Roscoe P, L Boogie, Cito, Monkey Man, my co-host with the Moses, my little one, AJ, man. Big out to my boy, big shout out to my boy Hurricane JW. Make sure y'all go tap in with his channel. Big shout out to For Show TV. Make sure y'all go tap in with his channel. Big shout out to Jordan Ancrum Frequency, man. He doing mental health awareness check-in for the brothers. Tap in tomorrow because he will be going live. Tap in with his channel, man. And don't forget to tap in with my boy Derek Demore and DJ Designs on Spin the Block Media every Sunday at 7:30, man. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. And don't forget, man, you know, we got something every Monday through Sunday going on over here on this channel, man. Get the kiddos, get your snacks, get your Scooby snacks, get your drink. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, man. Hey, and just have fun and listen to the conversation or join in. You know what I'm saying? We out about you know, being a family over here, man. So let's see what this vertical stream do for us, man. Let's see what type of family we bring in and draw in from this. With that being said, man, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes and all my Beardonians and all my beautiful people, Uncle P, tell them what time it is, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just having conversations. Ain't no need for front. Give you an opinion, and then you do what you want. But we gon' listen. Tell you what you need, not what you want. It's different on the side. Cook and kick and karate. Come and get high, cause everybody here is invited to the party.
Everybody invited.
Y'all niggas smoke, cool. Cause I know about Marley. Real OGs sitting on the panel while waiting in the lobby. We go together, grow together. Fuck
Good nigga be better.
I'm the body to preach, but I'm someone to teach. See, I've been there and I done it. This is motivation. Some of y'all might hate it. Hard work and dedication. It's what you gotta put in. You gotta go with master your craft. It is simple mathematics. Whatever you give is what you get back. Champagne and bubble bath. That is all fantasy. Niggas rather hear where the fuck you been or what it is you gon' be. See, real, no real. And this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station. And no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying.
I'll probably get on your nerves. But it's gonna be okay. We here to brighten up your day. From the first day in June to the last day in May, y'all. Shout me out, shout me out.
Now we having conversation. Real niggas do real things. Cause this is celebration. Yeah. I'm trying to get a job. He don't even pay.
Hey man, y'all know what it is, family, man. If y'all ever in Chicago, man, don't forget to patronize those 5 melanated businesses. Lynn, Chicago Pizza Dance, Soul Food and Bakery Cafe where grown folks play. Urban Lust Cafe in the house of health and wellness, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my mind, I love y'all. Peace and blessings. And without y'all, it wouldn't be no Bearded Conversation, man. And make sure y'all tapping in with all my Brody's channel, man. And don't forget, y'all know what I like to say every night before we get up out of here, man. Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. Hey, and when we come together, may we always meet on a level. And once we in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always, I say always, and I do mean always, part on the square. Some more to be, so may it be, family. Until tomorrow, make sure y'all tapping in and tuning in, man. Special guest Key will be in the building, y'all. Peace.